my younger days, I wanted to be an astronaut. I wrote to NASA when I was in primary school, and they responded.
Today's guest is a globally trained Kenyan professional who brings international financial expertise, regional influence, strong governance credentials, and a deep love for the growth of Kenyan and African capital markets.
Last year was a very good year for NSE. Our profit after tax was up 550%.
He brings a dual foundation of law and accounting, together with leadership experience from global UK firms, and has decided to come back to make his contribution to the growth of our economy and the African economies.
I would want to be remembered as a transformational leader.
Okay.
Somebody who's actually moved the needle. The transformational leadership I would want to be remembered for example, is how have I enabled more people to access opportunity.
Join us in welcoming Mr. Frank Mwiti, the Chief Executive Officer, Nairobi Securities Exchange. Let us take the lessons from him. Frank, most welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I know you have been training, you're busy and leading the exchange.
Sure.
But you found time for us, and we are truly grateful.
Yes.
Our leaders cannot wait to hear from you. Follow your journey, take the lessons, and see what you did well, learn what not to do also. That's what we do in this program.
Thank you.
And we are very grateful for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So you are leading the Securities Exchange in Kenya for the last about just over 1 year now.
Yes.
From last year, May.
Yes.
But before we come to that current role, which you are holding right now, we always like to know where our leaders came from, the foundation, how strong the roots were. So we'd like you to tell us something about your early years, where you came from, where you were born, with who, anything that you'd like to tell us there.
Okay, fantastic. So again, thank you for having me, Mary. Background-wise, I was actually born in a small village in Meru.
Meru.
Yes.
That's Meru County?
Meru County. Somewhere up in the mountains.
What's the area called?
It's called Igoji.
Igoji. Where there's a big hospital?
There's a big hospital. There's a big teachers training college as well.
Yes, I know
it's an
that.
Agricultural community. So, the typical tea and maize and beans and coffee, bananas, that sort of place.
Yes.
So that's where I was born back in 1977. So I think you can
tell, we know your age now.
You know my age now.
Are you a millennial?
Deep down I'm a Gen Z.
You are Gen Z, At heart.
At heart, yes. So, so born in Meru. My parents were teachers. They are retired now. And I have siblings as well.
What level were your parents teaching? Was it primary, secondary school?
So my mom was a primary school teacher, and my dad was a high school teacher, a headmaster down the road. But we grew up in Meru. I went to my first school in my village, just walking distance from home. And then later, my parents were able to take myself and my siblings to a boarding school, primary boarding school, which was a thing then.
That was very rare those days.
Yes. And, I look back now, I can tell they really pushed themselves to be able to
do that. Yes.
And then after primary school, and then I went to high school, I went to Mangu. This was in 1991.
That's when you joined Mangu.
That's when I joined Mangu.
We had Dominic Carey.
Okay.
And also Dr. Yedenji Getahi of AMREF here.
Yes.
And they also told us they went to Mangu.
Yes.
So you must have come longer after them.
After them, but it also tells you it's a school that
it's a great school.
It's a great school. Even
National
our
school.
president Mwiti
Kibaki also was there.
Yeah, Saitoti and people like those.
Yeah.
So I was in Mangu in 1991 to 1994. Interesting time because I think I would say this was the first time I was really, shall I say, interacting with people from around the country.
Yeah, so it's a national school. So you have students from all over.
Everywhere.
Yeah, as opposed to Meru, where it's very limited.
Very limited
population.
Yes. So that was quite. It was for me. It was quite something.
But let me ask you before we go to that. So how did you land in Mangu? Was it something you had planned for? Was that your dream school, or how did that happen?
Yeah. Well, let's start by saying that obviously I did well in primary school.
Yes, of course. To go to Mangu, you are the top.
Yes, but the reason I chose Mangu was I was interested in aviation.
Yes.
Yes, aviation. And that was the only school that was offering aviation. So I was quite interested in aviation. In fact, in my younger days, I wanted to be an astronaut.
You had big dreams, to join the space team for Elon Musk or what?
No, well, he wasn't there at the time, I guess. But I even remember this is not a joke. I wrote to NASA when I was in primary school, and they responded.
What did magazines. You tell them?
I don't remember what I told them, but I was a legend in my village.
You were daring.
Yes.
And they responded and said
and
what?
They sent me magazines. Different magazines, yes, which I treasured for many years. I don't know where they went actually.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Later, I wanted to be a fighter jet pilot. So I had this thing about flying.
Yes.
Interestingly, when I joined Mangu, by Form 2, I was not interested in aviation.
What happened to the dream?
I'm still a big fan of particularly astronomy. I still follow quite a lot. I have my telescope and things like this.
Yes.
So there is still that bit there. But to answer your question, I chose Mangu because I was keen on aviation.
It was the only school offering aviation.
Correct.
And at that time, you had a dream for aviation.
Correct.
Okay.
And but I said by second year, the novelty of it, I don't know why
it just disappeared. Yeah.
And then continued with the high school.
So you did not do aviation at all in Mangu?
I did the first 2 years.
2 years.
Form 1 and Form 2.
Then you dropped it
Then I dropped it and chose
other subjects.
Biology, chemistry, physics. But it was a fantastic experience, actually. I think the motto of Mangu is Jishinde Ushinde. It's you're competing with yourself. You're not competing with You're not competing with other people. You're competing with yourself.
Yes.
And that has actually remained very true for me. And we can talk a bit more about that. But high school was also, I think, in many ways also a good time to grow in a sense because, as I said, we interact with people from around the country.
Different levels of even economic status.
Exactly. And of course, people who are very sharp in different ways. So you're also in a pool of people who are
gifted in
very gifted in different ways. As happens with a lot of people, I think the friendships you make at high school actually tend to stay with you for life. Yes. Our WhatsApp group is very active. For example,
they are very deep.
Yes. So that was also a good thing coming out of the school. Beyond, of course, learning and appreciating that we were boys becoming men.
Yes, and doing making the transition.
Correct, exactly.
Do you have an alumni group for Mangu?
Yes, we do. We do.
Active?
Yes.
Okay.
Very active.
What do you do?
Some of the things to do. Okay, of course, there is the social meetups.
Yes.
Of a drink or of a game or
get-togethers.
Yeah. And also there's some contributions we make back to the school, try and also help.
Scholarships and all.
Yes. We can do more.
And other developments.
We can do more for sure. As I said, I think a lot of some of the things that one picks up in high school actually shape who you become.
Yeah, true.
So I treasure that quite a bit.
Yeah, that's great. Now, in a leadership development, I love what the motto of Mangu tells us.
Yes.
Jishinde ushinde.
Yes.
Maybe now you can explain what to you that means.
Yes.
Because one of the lessons we are also teaching, especially the young people, is that competition is not with another person. I'm not competing with Frank or with Joseph or with another Jane or somebody.
Yes.
I am actually wanting to make myself today better than
yesterday.
I was yesterday.
Correct.
Continuous, small daily improvements.
Correct.
So maybe you can unpack that as a lesson for us and what it means to you from your perspective.
Yeah. So from my perspective, the way I see it is maybe three things. The first one is, as you say, is to maybe first be self-aware.
Yes.
What are you good at? What are you not good at? What are your gaps? Where do you need improvement? That self-awareness, I think, is at the core of not just being a good leader, but also developing as a leader.
Yes.
Even as a human being, I think.
Yeah, true. It's a wholesome life.
Correct. So being self-aware is the first bit. And then the second thing, of course, is doing something about it. If I'm not good at X, and I know I am not, but I need to be good at it, then what should follow is that I either learn or get advice or get guidance or get support to
help me grow in
that direction. So I think that's the second bit coming out of that, which is beyond being self-aware, it's then embracing that need to improve yourself.
Yes.
I think the third bit of it is realizing that, at least from my view, that the world is not about good times all the time and bad times all the time. They say, even this will come to. So it's being aware that the world will always present you with opportunities, with challenges. Some you will overcome, some you may not. But that is it. That's the world. So Jishinde is part of it. Also embracing that complexity of the volatility of the world, and being able to swim along. Be able to embrace challenges. Realize that there are some that you probably need other stakeholders or other partners to win. There are those that you should not even you can walk away from. It's not every fight that is.
There are battles you don't fight.
Exactly.
You don't need to fight.
Yes. I think the motto for Jishinde Ushinde for Mangu, it has very many layers. But you can imagine as a young man or a young boy at that time, being told that what this motto means, that it is you're competing with yourself. It is you that you should focus on in terms of either gaps or growth or opportunity.
Yes.
And in the process of doing that, it's much easier for you to be a more, shall I say, a better citizen.
Yes.
To be a better person, to be able to contribute to the society that you're in, but also to take the knocks and still stand up and go for it. So, and if you meet a lot of our alumni, I think they will probably echo the same thing, that we call ourselves Mangu men. Mangu men are about what can I contribute, okay, and how do I stand up if I'm hit?
Yes.
And get on with it. So we in those days we say we're not softies. we're not, I won't mention the other schools that we think are softies. So even in sport, when in our days, Mangu was very good at basketball, hockey, rugby. And you could tell these are
they are fighters.
Correct, exactly. So that's what I think the motto means for me.
Okay. You know, John Gashora was here, the CEO of NCBA,
Yes.
the banking group. And actually what he told us is, fall, you must fall.
Yes.
But he said, when you fall, make sure you fall with your head to the sky.
Okay.
So that it's easier for you
to get
up.
Yes,
so it looks like you're repeating the same principle.
That. Yes.
That's what he told
I quite
us.
like that. Fall, you must fall.
Fall, you must fall sometimes.
Yes. If you, especially for some of these very challenging leadership roles.
Yes.
Because of the nature of the complexities that you have to deal with and the challenges that you're up against, whether it's about transformation, whether it's about stakeholder management, whether it's about coaching and guiding your team, there will be knocks.
Yes.
There will be knocks for sure.
Some very heavy.
Some very heavy.
Yeah.
So fall, you must fall. It's the getting up that actually...
It matters.
Yes.
Makes the difference between success and failure.
Correct. Yes. So I think that's a defining... I would agree with John. That's a defining point, I think, about what separates leaders in, or let's say, successful people, and is the ones that are able to get up
after they fall.
Yeah. And to also accept that fall you.
And it's no more part of leadership.
Correct, exactly. Yeah. Even life, I think.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you do in Mangu?
So I did well.
Yeah, you must have.
I scored well.
Uh-huh.
These days my dad tells me that academics matter quite a lot for young people.
Yes.
But that we must also transition from the academics now into the real world. The real world. So, but I did well in Mangu.
Okay.
By my third year in high school, I knew I wanted to be a lawyer.
So from aviation now?
From aviation into law.
Into law? Why law?
Why? Funny story. I had an uncle who was a lawyer. Very, very rich, I should say. So I'm driving a big car. So me, I'm from my village.
Some lawyers, other than Mary, are quite rich.
No. I know you're also very successful. So me in my village.
He had done well.
Very well.
Okay.
Very well. He did, very, very well. So I remember him coming over Christmas with this big car, and you could tell this
for the Christmas party.
Yes. And I was like, what does this guy do?
What does he do?
He's a wakili.
Aha.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. So what is that?
What does our wakili do?
What does a wakili do? Okay. And which subjects are required? I thought, you need to be good at this, good at this. Okay. Then I started reading about lawyers. What do lawyers do? I found it very fascinating, actually.
Wow.
To the point where even before I finished high school, I was already reading legal documents.
Case studies and laws.
Because I loved reading.
Precedents.
Yes.
Wow.
I loved reading. I still do. I read quite a lot. My home is full of books, war to war. And so my choice to want to study law
was automatic.
Was just that. So I went to law school. I went to study law in University of Nairobi. I got there in 1996.
That's when you started the program.
Yes, 1996.
Okay. Yes.
But the point is that I chose law.
Yes, and it was out of a passion that you are developing over time.
Correct.
Wow.
And then as I got into it and preparing basically to get admitted to study at University of Nairobi, and then I really started researching a bit more because I was quite studious about what lawyers do, how they help people, how they also contribute to society,
disputes and
things like this,
and make money.
And make money. Money was what initially I saw, but actually I started looking at more of it, and as we talk,
the impact and the contribution.
Yes, and this will be a theme that you will see across. Not the money bit.
Yes,
the wanting to make a difference, and the journey I'm on. But yes, that's why I chose to do law.
Okay.
So I finished high school in 1994, and went back home to my village. And while I was there, my parents were quite clear that I cannot stay at home idle. So they had saved up some money, and they then sent me to Strathmore to do CPA.
As you waited to join
As
the
I
university.
waited to join university.
To
Because
do
remember
the
those
law
days,
degree. Yeah.
you used to stay, I think, a year to a year and a half.
Yeah, there was a 1 year or so waiting period.
Waiting for admission. So I went to, I came to Strathmore to study CPA. Again, it was not a plan. It was, I think first my parents not wanting me to stay at home.
So are they the ones who decided it was CPA, or you are the one who decided what course to take?
Actually, what happened? There were interviews at Strathmore. You did an interview, and then I believe you'd choose whether you want to do CPA or it was used to be called IDPM. It was an IT type certification.
Okay, course, yeah. Okay.
At the time, I didn't know which is which, so I just walked into whatever.
You didn't quite deliberately choose.
I did deliberately choose.
Okay.
I
landed in the accounting.
Yes. In fact, I was top in that interview.
Wow.
So my mom was very proud of me because she's the one who brought me for the interview.
Yes.
And then, so I got called for CPA, which I didn't know what it is. And then, so I did my CPA while I was waiting for my admission to university.
To law school.
Yeah, and of course, in between, you had two options. You could do it full-time or you could do it part-time.
Yes.
Part-time was in the evening classes. So as I progressed, I moved to part-time because I had picked up a small job in industry area.
Oh, okay.
To try and fill the gaps.
Your course, yeah.
Yes. So I did my CPA, then got admitted to university in 1996.
Okay, so did you do the full course CPA? Because there are several levels.
Yeah, yes.
Up
So I
to
did
level 6.
Up to level 6. So I finished my last one in my first semester of university because some of them I compressed.
Yes.
So by the end of the first semester in campus, I had done my CPA.
Oh, nice.
Which was interesting because similar to the aviation drop, by the end of my second year in university, I knew I didn't want to do law. I didn't want to practice as a lawyer. So
wow.
It's interesting because took law, but because I'd done my CPA and I was doing there's a biashara had started, a small business had started selling. I used to do two things. One, I used to sell stationery, like calendars and printing paper and things like this. And then I also used to...
So was it a mobile kiosk or you had a shop somewhere?
No, I didn't have a shop. So I would go get orders.
And then
go whatever. Buy and come distribute.
Oh.
And then separately, I also used to sell... I also used to go to... What happened was, while I was selling the full scarves and stationaries in offices, I realized... I started making friends with the guys working in there.
Yes.
And they asked me, do you sell clothes? I said, yes. So I would go to, I think they were embarrassed going to like Gikomba.
To Gikomba.
So me, I would go to Gikomba, buy clothes, dry clean them.
Bow.
Dry clean them, like suits
and iron them nicely.
Dry clean them, then deliver.
At what cost? You buy at how much? It's a very high margin business.
It was really good business. I mean, in university, I didn't struggle.
What?
Yes, I didn't struggle at all.
Your entrepreneurial skills.
I was, so that was, it was interesting because that's also what made me not be very keen on practicing law and now become more keen on the financial world.
Business and
business,
the money,
enterprise.
Money space.
Correct.
Okay. No, I think your uncle planted the right seed. The fact that he was making a lot of money, and now you're thinking, hey, this thing is making more money than now being a lawyer.
So
yeah, but on a serious note, Frank, I think we are also saying that the people in business, they ask, what do I need to build a successful business? And I think you have the one lesson for them right there, where you are saying, I'm selling stationery.
Yes.
And then by chance, a customer asks me, do you sell clothes?
Yes.
And you see, wow, so this is the opportunity.
Yes, correct.
And you seize there.
Yes.
So maybe you can talk about that.
I think the first thing is to say you also need to be ready for opportunity. I think they say opportunity happens to those who are comes to those who are prepared to embrace it.
Yes.
And to also be bold enough to try new ideas, new ways of doing things. I really truly believe, especially for young people, there are lessons to be learned in entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be these complicated businesses. I think in my view, I think what a business does, especially when you embrace it at an early age, is first, it gives people skills. It helps you build your confidence. It also helps you see the world for what it is, which is that there is opportunities in abundance, but it's how you approach them.
Yes.
I think for business people, it's also being bold enough, as I say, to try new things. If you're, the example you gave, selling stationery, and then these are the demand, I could easily have said, no, I don't sell clothes. Yes. So it's, what does the customer want? And how can I be relevant to it? It's also effort. It's also effort because many were my friends in uni,
in campus,
who may not necessarily have had financial muscle, neither did I have. But those of us who decided, you know what, even as I'm studying, I need to really figure things out. So there are lessons there. What I think though is sometimes I think people want to start big rather than start from where you are and grow.
Yes.
So I do agree with you. I think there are lessons there around start from where you are, grow, put yourself, be out there. So then when the opportunity comes, you're able to embrace it. And also take time to understand your customers. Listen.
Yes.
Listen, which is part of what we are also trying to do at the NSE.
Yeah.
But to your point, yes, I would agree that these lessons learned there around embracing opportunity.
Yeah, and isn't there also an element of making sacrifices? Because I can imagine you now, a young man in uni. Now this time you are just about 20 what?
20
very young.
Yes.
Yeah. And going to the Komba, I'm assuming, to get your wares from there.
Yes.
And jostling with the market people.
Yes.
Much older than you, and some very crude maybe.
Yes. So easy.
That was a big sacrifice.
It was. And you know, I remember some of the toughest days were when it rained. And you know, when it rains, you know.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. It's a mess. So I remember I would wake up. That time I was, up to second year, I was staying in campus. I would wear mud boots. You know the mud boots?
Yes.
Because I know
how it will get.
How it will get. And you know, of course, my friends in campus are like, what is, what
are you doing?
What are they doing? But these are business tools, I should call them. But interestingly, once you got into it,
yes,
at least for me, there was an element of it that was actually quite exciting.
You were enjoying it?
I was enjoying it. I was enjoying the getting orders. I could wait to go to the market to look for it. Of course, when I'm there, I try and get the best so that when I bring, the word of mouth will
spread. Frank has the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I had made good relationships with some of the traders in Kekomba. So there was trust that I built over time. So sometimes they would even give me things on credit.
On credit. They trusted you.
Trusted me. When I went to my dry cleaners, I was very meticulous that no, it needs to, this thing should come out almost like new.
And then it's packed nicely.
Yes.
And the customer feels like
correct. Yes.
Straight from the shop.
Some of those lessons I've carried with them. I like attention to detail. I like doing things properly.
Yeah, and the packaging has to be
correct, and the delivery. So, and up to now, I actually think that one of the lessons I picked up was people are happy to deal with people they trust.
Yes.
So trust is a currency.
Yes.
If you take your time to build it, to protect it,
yes,
things get easier.
Yes.
You have people looking out for you.
Yes.
There are people who align with your interests. So I think that's why I think, especially for people who are trying to grow their businesses, not to underestimate what trust can really do.
Yes.
Okay? It's very intangible,
yes,
but it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
You can imagine you're buying a product and you need to trust it to use it.
Yes.
You're buying a service, you need to trust that the service will do what
it will work for
it will work for you. This is important. Many other businesses that I think have either not scaled or have even failed, and the root cause is
lack of trust.
So yes, in the trenches of mud, a lot of rain and mud in Kikomba, there were things I was learning that, of course, I didn't realize then, but later they became the foundations.
When you look back,
when I look back,
they are big lessons.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. One of the things I learned also is it's very difficult to sell to ladies. I think in all that time I think I had one or two.
We had the biggest market.
I know, but it was impossible. But
why?
I think this is my thesis. My thesis is ladies they like to first try and what before they buy.
And have choices.
And they have the time to actually go and look. I think men, this is my view, that time anyway, men are happy to look at something and just buy it.
I like this.
I like this, I'll buy it.
How much?
Yes. Part of it also was ego. Men, I think, were not ready to go to Gikomba. Well, I think ladies probably could. I mean, I'm talking about the ones that that were my clients.
I used to go to Gikomba myself. Why would you make a margin on me?
You see? So you cut me off. That's the business that I could have.
That's a big difference.
Yes. But it also, there's a lesson there, obviously, on understanding your clients.
Yes.
And also being realistic on
maybe
this market segment can grow, this one probably.
Maybe not as
maybe
much.
Maybe not, yes.
Yes.
So, with time I kind of perfected,
the art of, and then you deliver to them what they really like.
Yes.
Over time, you also even know what's their taste.
Correct.
In terms of colors, designs, and things like that.
Yes. And seeking to exceed their
expectations.
Wow. So there were lessons definitely learned there. Under different circumstances, there are things I could have done differently. For example, maybe I could have had a shop, things like this. But I was where I was.
But you are a full-time student.
I was
Remember, you are doing this on borrowed time.
Yes.
So you may not.
And over the weekends, I had a job.
I
was working in.
You are still working.
Yes, as an accountant in industrial area. Part-time. So there were different things I was doing. And of course, I'm also a young man, so we used to go out.
You have your fun moments also.
Yes. Yeah. So university for me was actually fun.
It was fun.
And I think it's similar to high school, but probably more pronounced. I think that phase is actually I think where probably what cements a lot of people their foundations, but also I think where people sometimes can also go off rails.
Well, I think, Frank, there's a lesson there also for our young people, especially those in universities, because we also have seen some complaining, oh, I come from a very poor family, my parents were not able to afford the school fees or money for my upkeep, that's why I've dropped out of school. But it looks like you found a way of supporting yourself.
Correct.
And your needs, but you really had to go out of your way. So do you have a word for them?
What I would say is, I mean, you're right. As with any society, I think people will come from different backgrounds. Some from very well-to-do backgrounds, others not. What I think is that when I go back to Jishinde Oshinde,
yes,
I think that helped, at least for me, I think that helped shape some of the things I chose to do.
Later on.
Yes, that I still needed to study and to pass well.
Yeah.
I still needed to be entrepreneur to support myself, even as my parents did their best. And I think I would say, particularly for young people in colleges, in universities and all that, I think one of the key lessons that is, I think, is quite relevant is time management.
Yes.
If you can own that skill on, I have this much time.
Yes.
What do I allocate to
how much
studying?
To this?
How much should I allocate for other self-development, for fun, of course,
entertainment,
for entertainment,
going out with friends.
Correct, exactly. This I think is a key thing, and I think we are all learning. Of course, time management is still a skill that we all still need to own. But I really think if we can get that going at a young age, it really sets them up for better
for the future.
For the future. Also they need to be self-driven. In my view, it doesn't matter the background. It doesn't for you yourself. You don't choose where you're born or who you're born, who your parents are, and what their profile is. But you have to choose. What? Okay, and I know it's not easy. It's not easy, but I think I would still come down to time management. And time management is about choices. There's a difference between should I go to Gikomba in my scenario, or should I go to Carnival?
In the
to party. Yes, So, and as long as one understands that you have limited time,
and it's a choice.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
And you don't have to always flow with the crowd. That I think you probably stand a better chance to make something of yourself, or at least to live a wholesome life.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of pressure now, particularly for young people, given all the other things that have changed since those days that I'm talking about. So I don't take it lightly that it's probably much harder for young people to make certain choices.
Yes.
But I still think that probably the place to start is the foundational soft skills like time management. Yes. You will still get to do fun things, but it can't all be fun from morning to. It's not partying morning to Monday to Friday, and 9 to 6. No, if you will actually enjoy the party more. Because
and you have some cash in your pocket.
You have, and when you enable yourself, the choice is also wide enough. Your ability to choose what you want.
Yes.
Is you have more control.
Yes.
But I appreciate that people are different. But for me, I think from my learning from university beyond the education was the need to decide I need to help myself and make those choices deliberately, intentionally. I think that's really what stands the test of time.
Yeah.
And in any event, it doesn't mean all the choices are perfect, but at least it's your choice. And it's much easier for you to probably propel yourself.
Yes. So I'm hearing you chose being proactive.
Yes.
Working on your self-discipline.
Yes.
And time management is part of that.
Yes.
And also denying yourself some
choices.
of the pleasures and making a choice to do what you needed to do at that particular time.
Correct. Yes.
For to build yourself.
Yes.
Wow, that's exciting. So despite all the trades and all that, how did you perform? You're still in the law program.
I'm still
you
in the
haven't
law program.
forgotten.
Yes, I'm still in the law program.
Yeah.
I graduated in 2000 with an upper second class.
Oh, upper second. Wow,
yes,
that's good.
And in between won some awards. So that tells you I was also putting my mind into studies.
Studies.
Yes.
So you are working overtime.
Yes. Literally, actually,
Yeah.
literally, yes.
Yeah, you couldn't achieve that with all these other things going.
Yes.
Without putting more hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So graduated in 2000. December 2000. But before then, in August of 2000, I heard about interviews being conducted by the big fours, PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, EY. So I believe it was August, before I graduated.
Yes.
I went for PwC and KPMG.
They had separate interviews.
I got offered a job at KPMG.
Oh.
Got offered a job at PwC.
You got 2 offers?
I got 2 offers.
And you've not even finished campus?
I've not finished campus.
Lucky
no. So,
you.
Yes, I'm like, oh, okay, this is not bad.
So who do I choose now?
Who do I choose? So, of course, the money didn't come. So I initially had been given KPMG.
Yes.
Okay? So, those days, I think they were paying something like 47,000.
That was a lot of money.
A lot of money
then. Yes.
So I got to PwC. I told them, me, I have an offer at KPMG for 49.
And this other one is 47.
This one is 47.
And 49.
Yeah. Okay. So PwC tell me, okay, we'll give you 50, and we'll allow you to start immediately. There's nothing you're doing. Just turn up.
Come see what we do here.
While they finish the normal interviews for everybody else, who then joins in October. So interestingly, of course I chose PwC.
Yes, the offer was slightly more attractive.
3,000 shillings is a lot of money. That time extra.
Yes, and
plus
immediately.
They told me I start immediately.
Now.
Yes. So I started at PwC as an associate, entry-level associate in the audit practice. And basically, for the first, between August and October, when everyone else came, because they were doing all these interviews, basically I would turn up, drink the tea,
make friends, say hello around,
figure out how to use
around here,
the computers, all these things. But it was a good point, good news, because I started, I like reading. So I started getting different materials. I'm reading them. What is the farm about? What? This was in Raintula.
Yes.
What that did, though, is I stopped my other biasharas. The selling clothes, stationery, it's only kafunga.
That shop is closed.
That shop is closed.
Now you are in the high street.
Yes. So I got into corporate, professional business world.
Yes.
And remember, I should also say that I had also gone for an interview at HHM and gotten what's it called?
Pupillage, yes. For lawyers. Yes.
Which I declined now that I've gone this side.
Hamilton, Harrison, and Matthews was the top firm at that time.
Exactly.
I don't know where they are ranked right now.
They're called Dentals
now,
I think.
Yeah, they're also top firm up to now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very, very serious firm.
Yes.
Those days they were
the top.
The top.
Yes.
So I'd gotten an offer there as well. Yeah.
Wow.
But of course, mentally, me,
Frank, you're in demand. And now law is no longer like law, number one.
Like law, once you go to that place, you're seeing. So I joined PwC in 2000.
Yes.
The group that for that year they joined later, and initially I was in audit. Given my CPA background, etc.
Yes.
I did well at PwC. So got promoted fairly fast, very quickly. And then I got seconded to the UK office, PwC UK. Before then, I had transitioned from audit into advisory.
Okay.
Yeah, again, where I was seeing opportunities, like,
yes,
nah, this audit thing is good, but it looks like growth
this looks better.
This looks better. I transitioned to advisory, and then I got seconded to the UK.
So that was after
this
how
is 2004.
Long? After 4 years or so.
So basically, let's say 3.5, because we joined the later end of 2000. So in September 2004, so when I moved to the UK.
In what capacity? At
as
what level?
As a manager.
Manager.
Yes. And then the program, the way the program worked was you were to stay for 3 years, then you come back.
Okay.
Yeah, it was secondment after 3 years.
Yeah.
Now here I am, I'm a young man, I'm 24. I've gone to the UK, absolutely exciting, dazzling, different things. It's also very complex.
Big city.
Big city, you know. Some of the accounts you're handling, they are bigger than the entire sector, some of the sectors in Kenya. It's just one account. So, I mean, it's a whole different ball game.
Yes.
While I was in the UK, I started exploring. First of all, by the second year, by the end of the first year, I knew I didn't want to come back.
No, you want your 3 years to be for life.
Yeah, I'm like, I still have a lot to learn here. How can I leave this? So I started exploring what else is happening in the UK. Now, in London, the biggest sector is financial services.
Yes.
So I had started doing a lot of advisory work for banking and capital market clients.
Under PwC.
So with time, I decided I wanted to move into investment banking. So I looked around, which firms, what. And then I went for an interview at UBS.
Yeah, UBS, the Swiss.
Yes.
The Swiss bank.
Yes. Big global bank on the investment banking side.
Okay.
So I joined there. So they gave me an offer, and I moved with them. Again, a whole different industry. Now this time I'm inside the entity itself, rather than providing consulting or advisory services from outside. And the investment banking, I think in this market, as you know, Miri, again,
we are talking big numbers, huge programs, and projects.
Yeah. And you're one of the other things that I loved about London is you have people from around the world.
Yes.
It's basically, it's
really
definitely
global.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very smart guys.
Yes.
Very smart people.
Very experienced.
Very driven. Of course, it's a high pressure environment. So you learn a lot. You learn a lot about over delivering.
Yes.
You learn quite a lot about working with other people who are from different backgrounds and have different abilities and views about life. I learned quite a bit around stakeholder management, especially being from Africa.
Yes.
It's also not usually very easy.
Very developed,
Traveled the world with them, so that also exposed me to different parts of the not just the market, but also the world,
cultures,
and different ways of people doing things
and perspectives.
Yes. For example, one of the assignments I remember was in Russia, in Moscow. And there is how we were brought up to think about Russia versus when you're there.
The real experience.
It's very different, actually. Very different.
So there are myths and then there's the reality.
There's the reality of it.
Yes.
And You know, so of course, we usually go with your own biases. Then you're surprised.
Mellow, yeah. After some time.
And that also gives you some wisdom on not taking everything.
To exercise discretion.
Yes,
right?
correct. Yes, and
Yes.
also not to assume everything you read and watch on TV. You know that
true.
it's true.
Yes.
You know, people have different filters.
Yes.
Let's call them.
Yes.
Did assignments in Asia, also a very different environment. Middle East, very different as well. And of course the US and continental Europe. So in my time there, it really shaped a lot of my view on life. On first of all, how far we still have to go as a continent on some of the parameters, but also some of the things we have that are very good that we don't value.
Yes.
Or maybe we don't know how valuable they are.
We
take for granted.
Yes.
A good example would be social life in Africa is fantastic. People actually are very
they are happy.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Our environment is actually very good. Yes, there are some areas that are not good, but it's actually
on the overall.
It's very good. We are also very optimistic people.
Yes. Yes.
Very optimistic people. It's interesting that I've heard from a friend of mine who was from one of those European countries traveling here and saying, but how are these people laughing and so happy and yet they don't have anything?
Yes.
So it tells you that our psyche, I think, also is very
optimism and happy.
Yes, and very hopeful.
There's joy all around.
Correct. Yes, there are areas we still need to. I think for me, one of the biggest areas where I think we really need to do quite a lot of heavy lifting, for example, is around infrastructure.
Yes.
We are really behind. We're really behind on that. But anyway, going back to my career, so I was in UBS for a number of years, and then I decided to start my own business.
Now, before we go to your own, is there any particular transaction that blew your mind in that period that you can remember?
There are several, but let me pick one. And
just to give us an idea, like what you are dealing with.
Yes. Yeah. So one of the things that I recall was a gas pipeline project in Europe.
Yes.
And the numbers we're talking about, then there are hundreds of billions. It's gigantic projects.
Hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yes.
Not Kenya shillings.
Not Kenya shillings, okay?
Yes.
And first of all, the sheer size of the project is mind-blowing. I mean, it's intimidating even.
Yes.
And then the teams that are put together and the expertise that they have, you feel small.
Yeah.
Small,
What am I doing here?
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
The impact that the project was to have in terms of supplying of gas. Again, mind-boggling, Plus also the resistance. Because, I remember there was one of the big issues was the environmentalists.
Yeah, the climate change people.
Yes. They are not easy.
Yes, I can imagine.
They are not easy. And they have the freedom to express themselves and to really, you are very activist type.
Here we saw them in action when we were doing the bypass.
Yes,
in Nairobi.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The opposition. Anyway, it's valid.
It's valid. They have their point.
Yeah.
So for me, there was a lot of learnings there. Like, for example, when you have projects like this, they need to have the right people in the room.
Yes.
Okay. And I think this applies even in everyday life, including what we are trying to all do in our country.
Yes.
Taking time to put together a team that is relevant, that has expertise, that work together very well. That continues to be a key learning point for me.
Yeah. Yes.
The second thing is what I was talking about, stakeholder management. Really figuring out who are the stakeholders and what their viewpoints and what their pain points, their challenges, their needs are, so that you can be responsive to that. And then, of course, keeping your word, delivering.
Yes.
Delivering.
Execution. Yeah.
And I think the key thing that I picked, especially in the investment banking space, is to be ready to embrace complexity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big, important, critical initiatives
yes.
are complex.
Yes.
Almost by default, they are
yes.
complex.
Yes.
If you're not comfortable with complexity,
yes, you can't do it.
You can't.
Yes.
And I think one of the ways to manage complexity is to now have the right experts in the room. Yeah.
But be ready to learn.
Be ready to learn.
Every day.
Yes.
And when you're not there, I don't know.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Show
I don't
me
know
how to do it.
Correct. And that it takes a team.
Yes.
To actually deliver these things.
The project.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was among other.
Yeah, I can imagine there were so many others.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. You are watching the executive table with me, Mary Wamai. We have Frank Mwiti, the CEO, Nairobi Securities Exchange, in the studio. Keep watching. We continue with this exciting episode of the Executive Table with me, Mary Wamai. Mr. Frank Mwiti, the Chief Executive Officer, Nairobi Securities Exchange, continues with his journey. Keep watching. Now, Frank.
Yes.
I know you also went to Deutsche Bank.
Yes.
So tell us, what did you do there?
So at Deutsche Bank, which is a big global firm.
It's a German.
It's a German.
A big German bank.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was supporting the risk advisory, risk management. Again, on the investment banking side of the business, cutting across different products, listed equities, derivatives, etc. And again, a very interesting experience. Different culture. Given that it has its German roots,
it's a German
by background. Obviously, the team in London was just about from every part of the world.
The Germans are well known for their very, very high focus on governance and compliance.
Yes,
they are very,
very meticulous about it. Yes. So governance, risk management. Controls, compliance.
Yes. That's the area.
Yeah, they are very, very strong.
Yes.
On that, and I think there's a lot to learn from them and how they do that. It was also a big learning point for me because transitioning from one financial services group to another, of course, first of all, it's a transition. So that has its own implication.
Yes.
Number two, this was during the global financial crisis.
That's when you joined the Deutsche Bank.
Yeah, so slightly after, because the GFC, the global financial crisis was 2008 to 2007 to 2009 there.
Yes.
So I joined Deutsche slightly after.
So things was just settling down.
Not fully.
Not yet.
Not yet, because the fallout. It was clear where which ones had been impacted thoroughly. Remember things like Lehman Brothers.
Yes,
that
yes.
Went
the
bust.
ones that collapsed there.
Correct.
Yes.
MF Global and some of those. So people were reorganizing. A lot of things were reorganizing. Deutsche Bank itself was also reorganizing.
Yes.
Because it had also gotten the American business of Deutsche Bank has also gotten affected. So there was that sort of transition for me, transitioning, but also joining an entity that is also in transition because it's addressing the fallout from the global financial crisis. So the experience there was also very interesting because you're dealing with an institution that is going through change, serious change.
Yes.
You're also interfacing with a market that is in turmoil.
In turmoil.
Okay. And of course, clients and stakeholders that are very sensitive to matters risk and matters particularly around structured products and things like this. But the point is that for me, I learned quite a bit. For example, because Deutsche Bank also had an office in South Africa.
Yes.
For the African continent.
Okay.
So I could now see how a big global bank, how it interfaces with Africa, and more importantly, what it's doing in Africa in terms of both business as well as other initiatives.
Yes.
So, which was very different from my UBS experience, which was primarily focused around UK, Europe, Russia, Middle East, Asia.
Nothing
to do with Africa at all. So that felt I felt closer to the motherland
because of the African
touch. Granted, the nature of the transactions that are of interest to a global bank like this is also the numbers are just too big to the point where even some of my contacts in the continent, they would refer business and say it's too small,
Yes.
which is interesting. So it also it puts things into perspective, that we still have there's still a growth roadmap.
Yes.
For us.
Yes.
And that some of these institutions are not in our market because they don't want to do business in Africa. It's because sometimes the size of the cake is just not significant.
Yes.
And you one of the points I also picked up on my time in Deutsche Bank is humility.
How?
Humility, because as I said, in the context of Africa, for example, it's surrounding error.
Yes. So tiny,
my friend.
Tiny.
Yes. Yeah.
Compared.
Yeah. So you get humbled a bit, but it also puts perspective around what can be. It was also, as you said, the Deutsche Bank was also a very good place to really internalize matters governance and risk management, because they take it very, very seriously. And so that was also a big learning point. The last one was also around change management.
Yes.
As I said, the organization, the bank was going through quite a lot of change and transformation. And participating in some of the change management initiatives and projects was a big learning point for me as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's become that experience has become quite relevant even in my current position, because we started by saying embracing complexity.
Yes.
And then now, how do you drive transformation? How do you first understand the change that needs to be done, and then how do you
lead through change, especially in uncertain times?
Correct.
Period of big difficulties.
Correct, exactly.
For businesses.
Correct, exactly. So that was quite a big learning point, among other technical things like getting into the detail of structured transactions, which was not necessarily a big area at UBS ETC.
Now that we are talking governance, I think I also remember that this is also the time when highlight was made of scandals like the Enron.
Yes.
And that came out and with the lessons,
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
Would you like to comment on that?
So
Because it's a good learning
Yes.
for those people who are managing
Yes.
businesses
Correct.
of whatever
Correct.
size.
Correct.
Because I think the lessons cut across.
Yes. Yes. You're right. I think to start off with, I think maybe the first place to start is to understand the culture of an institution or the culture of even a country.
Yes.
Where if you have a culture that does not respect and embrace governance and controls and compliance,
Yes.
Clearly you are more likely to have
fail.
these sort of issues. And I think part of it also, especially based on the fallout on some of the the scandals that happen when it's Enron or some of the other entities, some of the lessons learned from there also is that you can't have one person making decisions without any vetting or what do they call checks and balances.
Yes.
And I think that is even more important for small businesses than big businesses, actually, because small businesses, you don't have a lot of people, so people have a lot of autonomy. But then the question becomes, where do you?
It's multitasking.
Correct. I think also, in fact, one of the things I remember, Deutsche Bank is as part of onboarding. You have to read the policies and confirm that you've read them.
And sign. On the dotted line.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were structured in a way that you couldn't just scroll.
Oh, you have to actually read.
There were specific policies you have to read.
Yes.
Okay? Before you then you sign.
Yes.
It's not like you scroll to the end and agree.
That's what we do when we sign up for some of these digital products. Agree.
You just scroll to and agree.
And you don't know what to sign. So read and sign.
Read and sign.
Yeah.
What was interesting is that it meant that, first of all, you can't say you don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
You read and signed.
You read and signed.
Yes.
But it also tells you at the point of onboarding, these are things the bank takes seriously.
Very serious.
Yes. They're not doing it to make it difficult.
They are minimum non-negotiables.
Yeah, non-negotiables.
Yes.
These policies, you need to read them, you need to understand them, you need to confirm.
Yes.
And then, of course, also one of the things I remember, there was a lot of continuous learning. A lot of it mandatory. That you have to, maybe if it's about new compliance regulations, whether it's new products, whether it's new, I don't know, policies or procedures.
Familiarize yourself
with them. Pass a test, things like this. So it created a culture where people really want to understand the environment they are in, and also to be kept up to date.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good practice to have.
Culture.
To have, yes. And then I also remember one of the things that came out of it was we used to have something called lunch and learn. So this was something I'm trying to roll out at Tennessee, which is every Wednesday of a lunch. There would be lunch, and it would be a lunch and learn. So you'd be someone would come and talk maybe about a product.
There's no free lunch.
No free lunch.
But this one, you pay by learning.
Pay by learning. Just good,
Okay.
So if you are, let's say you are in the derivatives team and you want to learn about tech, you go for a tech and learn, lunch and learn.
Okay.
So you cross-pollinate.
Yeah, across the organization.
But you're also developing, obviously.
Yes.
So it tells you that there was a culture that was about growth, about compliance, about governance. So that was interesting. Beyond the numbers, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
The big numbers. Okay. So then you decide now it's time for me to step out.
Yes.
And do my own thing.
Do my own thing.
And build the Deutsche Bank of Africa.
Of my own, exactly. So
tell us how that went.
So harking back to my days, selling stationery and
clothes.
And the clothes. Business has always been something that, at the back of my mind, I really wanted. And at that point, I had felt that I had learned quite a bit, and also made quite a lot of contacts and networks. And I felt that I can set up something that will enable me to translate all these knowledge and networks to support Africa. So I started a corporate finance advisory firm
in London.
Called Africa Capital, to specifically enable businesses and project owners and institutions in Africa to access global capital.
Yes.
So, well, the first bit is starting.
Yes.
Okay, or rather deciding to start
a business in London.
In London.
Yes.
By a Kenyan. Because that's an important point to score. So I registered the company, and at the back of my mind, I had already figured out exactly, the things I was going to,
what I wanted to do, how it will look like in another few years.
Yes. And
the whole plan was looking nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
On paper, these things on paper, they
look beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I start. And
now, which year is this, Frank?
This is around 2013.
About 2013.
2013.
Okay.
Although I had started doing some advisory, but before now I properly set up.
Yeah, now full time.
Yes. So when I started, the businesses that the contacts that I thought would give me business, didn't materialize.
What?
It was tough. In fact, the first 1 year, I thrived on subcontracting.
For other businesses doing something similar.
Yes.
And they have too much to do.
They need resources, they will subcontract to me.
Yes.
So the first year was tough.
Yes.
Actually, very tough. Winning work, okay? But I was busy in the sense that there was subcontracting here and there. And by the end of the first year, things were looking much better. So I had put together a team. I had about 7 people. For full-time, 3 temporarily.
When required.
Yes. And then I realized the competitive advantage I had was originating business from here, from Africa. And then joining it up with the entities in London.
The world.
Yes. So I started doing a lot of traveling back home. Moved around the continent. I think I visited like 36 or so countries in Africa. Yes, wow, looking for business.
Yes.
I started getting some good projects. There was one of the key challenges that I think still exists is that first of all, you have a lot of opportunities in Africa, but the way people want to do business is not always what other, let's say, global institutions are keen on.
It's not the way the global businesses are structured.
Yes, correct. Maybe there are KYC issues, there are corruption issues, the size. Size also is an issue, the size of the project. Some of the sectors that require a lot of funding were excluded, like let's say the oil and gas space, things like mining had its own challenges, things like this.
Yes.
So they still, I think up to now, there's still work to do, because part of it also is the way people view risk in Africa. They even if the risk is here, they still read it higher.
There's a huge discount. Because of that view of
perception.
Risk. Perception.
Yes, so that was not easy. It was not easy to a transaction that could let's say if it's a European or let's say a UK type transaction that you can finish within, let's say 3 months.
This one takes
the African can take even a year. So you're forced to multitask. You need to have different projects in different stages of pipeline, so that you are busy enough. And the conversion rate is also not as good. You know, by that I mean, let's say out of every 10 projects you pick, maybe only 2 or 3 get funded.
Will go through.
Will go through. So that also tells you have to have.
And yet you have expended resources.
Correct.
On them,
exactly.
On the 10.
Yes. So it's not always easy. But I learned a lot. Other than making money, I learned a lot actually building my business. The first bit is really being clear on where you really have strengths, so that you focus on your competitive advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the first thing.
So you look for your blue ocean.
Yes,
as we call it.
Exactly,
and that's not many people are.
Yes,
or are able to go.
Or able quickly. To go, or even willing to go.
Yeah.
So that's I think that's a key point. The second thing is to also really be bold. It's not easy starting and running a business in some parts of the world, given background and social profiling. So you really have to be really bold and ushinde. You see, we are coming back to the
motto is coming
exactly,
back.
Yes. That you're competing with yourself and you need to believe in yourself and put yourself out there.
Yes.
And then to really earn trust. To really nurture that. Keep nurturing it. It will be the source of a lot of opportunity. When your size is not big, when your balance sheet is not big, when your team is not big,
and your brand is not
and your brand is not visible. So you will end up really winning business on the back of these other softer aspects of it, and then delivering beyond client expectation. I've never worked harder, I would say, than when I was running Africa Capital. Then the other thing that came out of it was I needed to also diversify. So beyond doing transactions, I also started doing advisory work. So that also complemented it. What it also taught me is that actually there's opportunity in Africa. And it will be one of the reasons why you will talk later about how come I came back.
Yes.
It is it opened my eyes that actually
to the opportunity.
The continent is awash with opportunities. It's complex and sometimes difficult, but actually it's a continent of opportunities. It is abundance, and I think some of these insights would not have come through for me had I not left first.
Yes.
And then realize, oh wait, there's opportunity back home.
Yes.
So Africa Capital, I also dealt quite a lot with the private equity firms and DFIs, equity as well.
Yeah, I remember we met a couple of times.
Yes, exactly.
When you were there. Yes.
By starting Africa Capital, it enabled me to start seeing the continent in a different way.
Yes.
To also be a bit more patient, and to also accept that we are where we are, so we need to work from where we are as we build.
But that's the opportunity, isn't it?
That's the opportunity.
That's the opportunity. The gap between where we are and where we can get.
Yes.
That's what you saw in Europe.
Yes.
That's the big opportunity.
Huge. And it's gigantic. Gigantic. Is it a walk in the park? No, it's not.
No.
But it tells you this continent actually has huge opportunity. Of course, there are things we need to align, but it's a continent of opportunity for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, you made a very dramatic transition from a guaranteed job.
Yes.
In a Deutsche Bank.
Yes.
Payroll, assured,
every 30 days is something.
Comfortable. Yeah. And actually, many people actually find it very difficult to make that step.
Yes.
Should I leave my assured job and start this enterprise where I'm not sure when my next check will come in?
Yes.
So tell us how you are able to overcome that fear, which holds many people.
Yes. First, you're right. It's actually a very scary transition.
Yes.
Especially when you have, a wife and kids that are depending on you.
Yes. You have bills to pay.
You have bills to pay. You have titles and things like this. The first bit, I think, is being prepared for the transition, preparing yourself for the transition. And my own view is that you need to really have a plan documented. It gives you more, I think it gives you more confidence.
Step by step,
rather than saying, I will wing it. Okay, there are people who wing it.
But how?
How? So I think having a plan that's documented, this is important. I think for me, my transition was not very abrupt. By that I mean, when I was at Deutsche, I had started softly seeing where I would get the business. As I said, that was before I transitioned. So mentally, I knew, okay, it's fine. Of course, when I transitioned, that's a different thing. So maybe part of that comfort or confidence to jump was driven by
I have a few clients
there waiting for me. I've even told them, by the way, guys,
and they have said yes.
They have said yes. Once you set up, we'll give you biashara work. I am talking about things that I can do, so I feel more confident. These are things I can deliver.
In familiar territory.
I'm in familiar territory. So let's because I had done some savings, so there was some cushion, Of course, that is the confidence now to jump.
Yes.
Once you are in the trenches,
there's no going back.
There's no going back. And once you're in the trenches, I think that is where, as they say, I think boys are separated from men, as it were.
Yes.
Because that is actually where the reality of it is in the trenches.
Yes.
Forget the plans I had made.
Yes.
And the
nice paper.
The nice papers and the presentations and it's in the trenches. It's when you call a client and they don't pick. And you realize,
and he's the one who had promised you, I'm with you.
I'm with you. It's when you turn up for a meeting and
no one has come.
No one has come, or it's a clear no. That no,
I'm sorry.
Now in the trenches. In fact, I think most businesses, in my view, I don't have the data, but I would assume that a lot of businesses fail. And that under is equal to 100 days, or what? That.
Yeah, we say most startups they fail within the first 3 years. I think 80% of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they've got a no.
And
they've launched products, they're not working, then you give up.
And your costs are building up.
Correct. So the confidence to start, as I said, I had prepared, I had sounded out people. I had some cushion in terms of the savings I had. So that really gave me this. Also, to be honest, in the UK, also there's a good support in terms of there are banks there that they understand your business plan. They can give you some facilities, things like this. But I was careful not to take facilities when I don't have income. Also, access to resources in terms of, let's say, if you want to recruit, the places as resources. Yes. Qualified people, well-trained, etc. So what I would like to probably say is that for anyone wanting to start, prepare yourself.
Yes.
But don't get bogged down, in my view, in over-preparing. Because when you're in the trenches, that is when the reality of will hit.
And you have to figure out what to do.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
and you can't do that without starting. So you can either sit in your desk coming up with detailed business plans.
You don't draw the roadblocks. Where are the roadblocks?
Yes,
but
correct.
you find the roadblocks.
You find them.
Yes.
So the best way I would say is, once you have a plan, get onto the road. Get on the road.
You will jump the bumps as you see them.
Yes. Yeah? There is a school of thought that says I think it was during the Roman times when there were some generals who would burn the bridge so that the soldiers know there's no
going back.
No going back. We only go this way.
Yes.
I'm not necessarily sure that to be my philosophy.
Yes.
It's good to have options and backup plans and all that. But my point is that you really cannot get on with it unless you start.
Yes.
Start.
The sooner the better.
Start, and accept that some things will work, some things will not work.
Yes.
Be ready to be flexible.
Yes.
For me, once I realized things are not working out the way I had expected. Then I said, okay, wait, like subcontracting is a good way. I can go to our business. Okay, you subcontract to me. I'll deliver,
Yes.
and I over-delivered.
Yes.
Yeah. So that then gives you the traction.
Yes.
So I really think business I am a firm believer in business and the power of enterprise and markets to solve challenges in our world.
Yeah.
And so, I would always say anyone wanted to start a business, as long as you're providing a service or solving an issue, let's go.
Go ahead.
Yes.
And I always say that in any case, unless you start, you will never know whether it was a good idea or a bad idea.
Yes.
You have to start
Yes,
for you
correct.
to know.
Absolutely.
It's good.
Absolutely.
It's bad.
Yes.
So
and
do it.
And you will also become more self-aware. Because now you know.
And learn the lesson.
You learn the lesson.
Yes.
Yes.
Even if you fail.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't burn the bridges, of course.
Yes. Yes.
I think if things did work out, I think I could still go back to professional jobs.
Yes, you have your
credibility, your profile is still there.
And you left in a nice way.
And left in a nice way, still keep in touch, etc. But also, I think you really need to stay the course, because if you keep thinking that I can go back, then you
not apply enough
yes,
here.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
so it's a catch-22.
It's a catch-22, yes.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying this thing of Jishinde or Shinde. It's you're fighting with yourself. Yes, you're competing with yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So we categorize things that have not worked too well into very bad, absolutely crazy failure,
yes,
or moderate,
yes,
or
stellar.
So where would you place
so for Africa
yourself? How did you do finally?
Okay, I did well. I did well enough. I came back to Kenya in 2019.
Yes.
Joined EY and Sandia.
Yes.
As a partner. We'll come to that, but part of the requirements or other regulations, let's say policy, is you can't run your own business. You can't have another business that's competing with
the EY business.
Yes.
So you made a decision to join EY.
To join EY.
So you had to leave the other, make a decision to drop the other one.
Yes. So I had to dissolve it. But also sold some of the book of work to other people.
Firms.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was up until 2019. So
2019.
it was actually quite good.
Then you transitioned
yes,
to
then
EY.
I transitioned back home. Initially, I had a thought of setting up shop here. Having Africa
for the same business.
For the same business. But from all the lessons I learned, I realized a lot of the business I was getting, actually I would say probably 100% of it, was because I was based in
London.
In London.
Yes.
Given the nature of the business we had built.
Okay.
So moving the business here would not have
it would not have made sense.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you decided to join EY in 2019.
2019. Well.
Okay.
So I had been in the UK now for 15 years.
Yes.
Since 2004
to that time now.
To that time. And then I was getting to that point where I was quite clear that I needed to come back home and, contribute to
the growth of
the continent.
Economy.
Yeah. And also my parents are getting older, so I want to spend more time with them.
With them, yeah. And
so I had to make a decision. Oh, and my wife was particularly keen to come back.
She wanted to come back.
She wanted to come back.
Oh, good.
So initially I had wanted to, I explored, as I said, maybe relocating the business here. That wasn't looking like a good idea. I even explored moving to other countries in Africa. My wife was clear when she says when we are moving back home, she meant Kenya. Not South Africa, not
anywhere else, not
Kenya.
Lagos.
Not Lagos. I knew it's we are moving back as a family. Kenya. We are moving back to Kenya, and different options. Do I go into banking? Do I go into private equity? Do I go into...
Legal is still open.
It's
not shut yet.
Interestingly,
you still have your upper second
I still have my upper
qualification.
second, and I have to say,
Yeah.
I absolutely do not regret
Yes.
studying law. Law really helped me thrive, especially when I relocated, because I think it does give you. I think you are more analytical than probably other professions.
When you have the
that legal background, you can consume a lot of material in different subjects because that's the nature of what the profession is about. And so I even explaining yourself or articulating different points of view, which is a skill that is really, really relevant, especially in a foreign country where you need to be hard.
Yeah, even negotiating. The big deals and all that.
Correct.
I think those skills
Correct. Yes. So I feel very lucky and blessed to have studied law. So that serves me to date. The only thing I can't win is arguments with my children, and those ones. That's one I concede.
Yeah, you concede very quickly. Yeah?
I concede. Yes.
Yeah, you are right, and it's good you've said that because I am a big advocate of people self-developing themselves.
Yes.
And I'm telling them, get that qualification, extra qualification in anything, even outside your own core profession. Because you never know how that small qualification will help you at some point in the future.
This is it. Yeah.
You will actually fetch it from somewhere and say, I learned that thing.
Yes. It's relevant.
It's relevant today after many years.
Yes.
Yeah. So
this I
glad
agree.
you've said
this I absolutely I agree with that. I don't think there's a qualification that's wasted.
Yes.
They are all very relevant. Yes. In 2016 I did before AI was mainstream. I did a program at MIT in the US on AI and business strategy. Those days, 2016.
Yes.
To underscore your point, now it's relevant.
Now you're using it. So many years later.
It's now become mainstream as a subject.
Yes.
But I did it back in 2016.
Wow.
And at the time, I said, what is this you're studying? And I'm like, no,
I couldn't see the connection with what you are doing.
Yeah. But, and that had been informed by some of the changes in technology I was seeing happening in the banking space. Case in point, I remember when I joined UBS, they had, I think it was in the address we were at, I think they had about 4 floors of traders. Okay, traders in front of Bloomberg terminals and all that.
In the marketplace.
In the marketplace.
Yes.
By the time I was leaving, it was 1 floor.
What?
Do you know what happened to all the others? They were replaced by machines.
Wow.
Algorithmic trading and electronic trading.
Yes.
So you could see actually change happening.
It's really happening.
There's something going on here. Yes.
Yes.
So, but I agree with you that I think self-development should be a constant.
Yes.
Continuous learning should be a constant.
Every day.
Yes, and no qualification is wasted. Yeah.
Okay, so you come now to EY.
Yes.
And it looks like you got a regional role.
Yes.
Just tell us about what you were doing there.
Yeah. So once we agreed as a family we are relocating back home, I looked around, where are my experience, my credentials relevant in this market, to what I've been doing. Explored different sectors. As I said, I looked at banks, PE firms, private equity firms, and professional firms. And the role I took a role at EY. I was admitted as a direct, what they call them, direct admit partner. That means I joined directly as a partner.
Okay.
And specifically, I was the Eastern Africa markets leader. My role was to drive the strategic business development of the firm.
Yes.
Across several countries. So Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, South Sudan, Somalia, Burundi, blah, 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 different countries.
Yes.
The idea being that we wanted the firm to grow bigger from where it was, but we also wanted to have more share of wallet of our clients that we had, and of course aligning with the global strategy for the firm.
Yes.
So as a partner, of course, maybe just to explain a bit, a partner is actually a business owner. In the sense, even in law,
it's the same.
Yeah, so you contribute capital, you have
business development also.
Correct. So EY was interesting for 3 reasons. The first one is I've relocated.
Yeah.
It's another transition back home. I've come with.
And you've now been here for like what?
15 years. 15 years.
Wow.
So the transition was not easy. It was not easy because I was used to a certain way of working and all that. It helped that it's a global firm, but there is how the business is done in different markets versus what the global firm really wants. So that was one. Number 2 is COVID. COVID started in March 2020.
Yes.
And I'm supposed to be traveling around the region doing the hands-on. Yes. COVID disrupted.
You can't go anywhere. You can't even go to Meru.
I can't even go to Meru. You have to have, what's it called? Essential services, special pass.
Yeah.
And our partner at the Big Four is not. It's not.
Oh no.
So there was that bit of transitioning back home, but also running this in the middle of COVID. Then I was also asked to start the strategy business in EY. It's called EY Parthenon. So I was the partner responsible for setting it up and building it.
Okay.
In East Africa, there was no, EY didn't have a strategy business.
Just explain what exactly would you be doing in Parthenon?
Yes. So EY Parthenon is within the firm, within EY, it's the business that is responsible for providing strategy advisory services
to the clients.
Yes. So what we essentially do is you sit with the clients to understand what they want to do with their business or help them figure out what then you help them formulate the strategy and where they also want, you can also help with implementation.
Okay.
So you can imagine I had first recruit a team.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Figure out the go-to-market approach.
Strategy.
Yes. For the strategy business itself.
Yes.
And then start now going to clients to win work.
In the COVID environment.
In the COVID environment.
Yes.
So I've transitioned. I'm supposed to be leading the East African market from a business development perspective.
Yes.
Grow the strategy business, set up and grow the strategy business, and I think them also doing transactions, given my background, M&A type transactions.
Yes.
So that was
wow, tough.
It was tough, but I succeeded in the sense that I set up the strategy firm. We won mandates.
So you are the first head of that business.
Yes, I set it up.
You started it up.
Yes.
You founded it.
Yes.
Okay.
EY Parthenon with support, of course, from the global firm.
Sure. Yeah.
The other thing that I was also doing is I was also managing something called EY Private. So EY Private it's the arm of the firm that focuses on supporting private clients. Like family-owned businesses.
Yes.
This sort of private businesses. So again, that was part of what I also had to set up, put it in place, and recruit a team, start winning work. Mambo mingi.
I'm thinking, you remember you're a combat business. Do you think that helped you to really, when you are setting up this EY Parthenon and you are, putting yourself in the shoes of this customer? Yes. Oh, they are struggling to do a startup business in this sector. I know what to do.
There's something out there.
We have a few lessons from there.
So it's interesting because all these things, I think always they lead to something, or you learn from it, even if it's subconsciously. It matters.
Yes.
And EY Private in particular, the one where we're focusing on family-owned businesses. Family-owned businesses are very interesting. Up to now, even at NSC, we are trying to figure out how to support them. Because actually, I think the bulk of the economy in Africa is actually in the hands of family-owned businesses rather than public listed entities. And number two, which is unfortunate, the transition, the success rate of family businesses as they transition from one generation to another is not very encouraging in Africa. And I also think that family businesses really are a good place for people, particularly children and all that, to learn about enterprise, about risk, taking risk, measured risk, operations, etc. So that was also quite exciting. And at that time, family businesses were particularly hit by COVID.
Yes, I can imagine.
You can imagine some of them, even their founders, the matriarchs or the patriarchs, were affected by the epidemic, pandemic. So it was really interesting, and you've been in banking, so
it was the same story.
It's the same thing,
especially the small and medium enterprises.
Correct. But it also taught me one thing, which is that for big global firms, whether they are banks, whether they are, let's say, for example, EY, the DNA of the business is focused on supporting big businesses. They are not necessarily configured to support small businesses.
Yes.
Even the staff that join, they join because they want to work with
the big names,
big business, multinationals, blue chips, and all that.
Yes.
So it's actually very recruiting was very tough. Because people say, to do what? To help small business. I want to work
startups.
So it was a big lesson as well. But EY was also very good for my own development. It enabled me to transition to let's say, reconnect back in the market. It also enabled my profile to be a bit more visible locally.
Okay, in the region.
In the region.
Yeah.
And I think a firm like EY, firms like this are really good training grounds particularly for young people, and also for knowledge transfer, because you're picking global practices, best practices, and implementing them locally. So that was I would still, even if I was to rewind the clock, that transition through EY is something I would still want to pick up.
So it allowed you to almost deepen your knowledge again of the requirements of the challenges of locally. Small businesses, and also the opportunities available for them across the continent.
Across the continent, and also the different variances between the challenges we are facing in Kenya, different from what was in Ethiopia, it was different from what was in DRC, different from
environments.
Tanzania, also to appreciate, actually, I think Kenya, we are okay.
We are far.
We beat ourselves quite a bit.
We are doing it well.
We're doing well. We could do better. We should do better.
Certainly. Yeah.
But the more you move around, the more you realize
we really appreciate where we are.
Yes, we should not beat ourselves too much.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding us.
Yes.
then you decided to make another leap.
Yes. So
last year.
So
EY, you stayed for how long? It's about
from 2019 to
2024
to 2024. So I was there for about
5 years.
No, less than 4. Less than 5.
About
4 and a bit.
4 and something.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's the thing. My plan had been to, down the road, set up my own business.
Yes.
That still holds true. So my thinking at the time was, I'm going to do my best at EY, help the firm grow, reestablish my connections in the market, identify what the other opportunities that are there, and then that becomes the basis for me springing into my own business. To really, as the last chapter, shall we say?
Yeah, you're still stuck on Africa Capital.
Yes, still at the back of my mind.
Yeah, you still need to do the Africa Capital here.
Yes, very important.
Yeah.
So, at the time, there was an Africa role within EY that I was thinking of transitioning to. But then some people reached out and said, there's something here that we think your profile and credentials would be relevant.
Okay.
We would want you to consider the role. So, of course, initially, to be honest, I was like, no.
Is it really for me?
For me, there is an Africa role that I'm being asked to take up.
Yes.
The only issue with that is I would have moved to South Africa.
Oh, the base was South Africa.
Yes. So, I'm not sure how Madam would have necessarily taken
whether
that.
You get permission.
Yes, you see. Democracy is very interesting.
It's important.
It's very important,
to maintain the peace.
So, on the other hand, I was thinking I need to maybe just spend a bit more time in this sort of role before I start my own thing. So when I was approached on this other side to consider this role, I spoke. In fact, I remember I consulted you. Remember?
Yeah, we had a chat.
We had a chat.
Yeah.
See, what do you think? So I thought, this is a good opportunity. The more I consulted, the more I read. It's a good opportunity to really be at the forefront of nation building.
Yes.
Using the credentials and the experience that I have from out there and as well as locally. And that it's an institution that really can play a serious role in supporting businesses, supporting entrepreneurs, supporting investors. And deepening the local capital market, because I think this is a key point that we must not be overly reliant on foreign capital.
Yes.
So having consulted widely, then I said, okay, this is something I would be keen on, and then went through the motions of
the
being selection process and all that.
It was competitive.
It was competitive.
Yeah.
I think I was fairly confident that
if you go for it, you will get it.
I will get it because I need the credentials and the other experiences there. I have no scandals behind me.
Yes. You have a clean CV.
Clean CV.
Profile. Yeah.
And experience. Plus, it's something that I would actually apply myself to.
Yes.
There are 3 actual reasons that I finally decided I'm going for it. NSC, I think, beyond the fact that it's an institution that has been there for quite a while. Number one, it has a very professional board. This is important. I think even you as a seasoned
for the governance. Yes, it's very critical.
Very.
Yes.
And I think there's no CEO who would want to. There's no person who would want to transition to a role like this from a very well governed global firm,
very well structured, and then
go into chaos. So
no
this was a key consideration. Very professional board. Number 2 is the NSC has a good relationship with the ecosystem it operates, the key stakeholders. So the government, of course, key stakeholder, the likes of National Treasury, Capital Markets Authority, CBK,
yes,
brokers, investment banks, DFI, etc. So this is an important point that you could tell that this is an organization that is in good standing with the critical stakeholders. That was the second point. The third point, which is the last point, is that their existing strategy were coming to an end.
Yes.
So I get to formulate
the new strategy for the next few years.
Yes, and deliver it.
Wow.
You know, it's very tough delivering somebody else's strategy.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, had it been that the other two were tick, and the third one was not,
you not have.
I would not.
Okay.
Yes. So based on these three things, among other points, but these three things, I went through the selection process and finally got the board to take me on. So I started in May 2019.
2024.
The 2024, last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yes, and it's been a very interesting journey. Of course, the first order of business was to develop the new strategy.
And you are lucky that you had the clean slate.
Yes, clean slate.
The way
exactly.
It works.
Yes, and I've developed strategies for other businesses, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So the first order of business was we need to formulate a new strategy.
What should be in the new strategy?
So we went through that process. A lot of the work was done internally by ourselves rather than using a consultant. But we had a consultant to help with some of the moderation and all that. And we finalized the strategy and got board approval in November.
Last year. Okay.
Then we broke for Christmas.
Wow, that was quite fast. So within 6 months.
So we kicked it off.
Over.
Yes.
You had the strategy done.
Come up with a new strategy, get it.
Oh, you didn't go to sleep.
Well, that's because clearly I didn't want to also lose time.
Yeah.
And figuring out what
every moment counted.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, for you to start working.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also having come from an environment where just get on with it.
Just do it.
Deliveries.
Do what you need to do.
Yes. So we developed the strategy, as a team and got it approved. And then we agreed everyone breaks for Christmas. Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Because come January,
it's work.
It's on.
It's work.
It's on.
Yeah.
Last year was a very good year for NSE. Our profit after tax was up 550%.
550%.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Well done.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah. We were voted the leading exchange in Africa by Morgan Stanley.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So 2024 was a good year for our investors, our shareholders, our stakeholders. And if I look at, we've delivered stellar for 2024, we closed very well. We have a new strategy. I reorganized the team as well. So now it's about implementation.
Okay.
Which is where we are. Yes.
Yeah, I also read somewhere that soon after you took your appointment,
yes,
the NSE recorded the highest number of single-day turnover in 2024. Tell us how that happened. Where was that coming from?
I think there are different aspects to it. The first one, of course, is that last year we spent quite a lot of effort speaking to the market.
Yes.
And taking feedback as well.
From the market.
The
stakeholders.
Yes. We did roadshows outside the continent.
Yes.
As a result, we saw a lot of demand from particularly foreign investors coming back to the market. It also helped that the government also rolled out some good policies, for example, around FX, foreign currency.
Okay.
So it was much easier compared to a lot of countries in Africa last year. The big markets we compete with, South Africa, Nigeria, Egypt, all these had issues with foreign currency.
Okay.
While in Kenya,
it was easy.
You could bring dollars, you could repatriate, no issues. So that helped quite a lot as well. And then lastly is we also pushed through some changes in the market. For example, working very closely with some of the other stakeholders, including CMA, to try and make it easier for people to come to the market and to exit. So all these things contributed to that stellar performance.
Milestone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think I also saw that you've been able to boost retail participation.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes.
Because I think that has been one of the biggest issues with the retail trader.
Correct.
They don't understand the market.
Yes.
Some have lost money.
Yes.
So how did you do that?
Yes. This is a very important point, Mary. Interestingly, when we've gone for international roadshows, one of the questions that constantly comes up is what is the level of participation of retail investors in your market? And the question becomes, the reason the question is asked is because if your local investors, particularly retail investors, are not participating in the market, then it means it's not as liquid, it's not as attractive, it's not,
You have left it to the foreigners.
You've left it to the foreigners and institutional investors.
Yes.
So we've made an intentional decision to mobilize retail investors back in the market. In fact, in our new strategy, that's a key component. There are different ways we're doing that. First one is financial literacy and investor education programs, where we offer classes, either physical webinars and through social media, etc., to really explain how our market works. How do you open an account at the Nairobi Securities Exchange?
Really basic information.
Yes.
Yeah, but which is required.
Very required. Okay. So financial literacy investor education program, there is more we will do, but that started in 2024. We really put a lot of resource and time behind that. And we've also started to work closely with the stockbrokers and investment banks so that they can also do their part to really take the market to the masses.
Yes.
Rather than it being a Nairobi
thing,
outfit.
Where you're waiting for just the elitist customers to walk in.
Exactly.
Yes.
So and also demystifying the exchange so that people are clear. What are these products?
What do they do? How can I make money?
Correct. How can you make money out of this? How do you even come to our market?
Yes.
Through brokers, for example. How do you monitor your investments? Okay. What other products can we bring to the market? So a good example is last year, as part of reorganizing the team, we also figured out which sectors we want to focus more on. So, for example, for the first time, NSE, by the way, is 70 years old.
Wow, 70?
70.
Wow.
Yes, it's one of the oldest exchanges in Africa.
75 is called what? Platinum or diamond?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah?
Yes, because it was started as a chapter of the London Stock Exchange back in the colonial times. Then it transitioned into an association, and then it got demutualized in 2014, and then listed itself on its own exchange. Yes. Okay. So as much as I am running NSE as an entity and a first line regulator with powers delegated from Capital Market Authority, it's also a listed entity. It's a PLC.
Yes.
Which means it also has to align with all the other PLC public listed company requirements.
And the compliance and disclosures and all that.
Correct.
Which is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
For transparency.
Correct, exactly. Yeah. We can't be managing other people telling them to comply and
you are
not
at that level.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was saying that we figured out some of the sectors we want to focus on to really take the market to make the market more NSE more relevant. So we've chosen to differentially focus on agriculture, being the bedrock sector for our economy, food security, jobs, all that. So we want to say, how can the agricultural sector be able to raise capital, for example, through the NSE?
Yes.
And we have a team that wakes up every day to figure that out and to support stakeholders in the agricultural value chain. Then we are looking at SACCOs and chamas, because we think a lot of Kenyans are very close relationships with their SACCOs and their chamas.
Yes.
They save through there. They also maybe also get some loans through SACCOs and chamas. But it is a category which is sitting on a pool of funds, but they are not necessarily aware. Not all of them are aware of the NSE and the opportunities that they present. So we put together a team that wakes up every day to see how do we enable SACCOs and chamas to access our market,
to more understand their requirements and how they can be brought on board.
Yes.
And I think you are right. But I guess one of the issues that has come up when thinking about SACCOs and chamas is how we manage the governance structures around that segment.
Yes. This is correct. In fact, interestingly, for a number of SACCOs that we are now supporting, this is a particular work stream that they have requested support on
governance.
Putting together, the right governance structures, and it's a big gap. It's a big gap. You've seen in the recent past there have even been scandals around
true.
the SACCO space, but they are a very important cog.
True. They carry a lot of members.
Yes, correct.
So
we want to differentially focus and be responsive to SACCOs and chamas. And then the other sector, well, I'm not sure it's a sector, let's call it a segment, is SMEs.
SMEs,
back
small
to
and medium enterprise.
Yes.
The Gikomba business.
I'm back.
He's showing his face again.
Exactly. Going back to how do you enable SMEs to, for example, to access growth capital that is patient, that is relevant, and that is competitive to other sources, like banks and
they're affordable.
Yes. The more you look into the SME funding gap, it's mind-boggling. The numbers are humongous, and I think every capital market stakeholder, whether it's banks, whether it's insurance, whether it's an exchange like ours, are very relevant in solving for this. In fact, if anything, I think this is where the jobs are.
Yes.
In the SME.
The potential for job creation
is huge. But they need support.
Yes.
So that's a segment we are also looking at. Yes.
Okay. Now, under your leadership, you've also seen major milestones like new listings on the exchange.
Yes.
Could you tell us about a few of them?
Yes.
That have been significant in the last 1 year.
Yes. So for a long while, NSE has not had new listings. I think if you read some of the press coverage, they talk about a listing drought.
No, it's actually been long. Since Safaricom.
Since Safaricom, Kengen, those days.
Yeah, nothing has happened.
Yes. So there is need to really figure out how do we bring more listings to our market.
Into the market, to make it more vibrant.
Last year, we had we listed as Sukuk. Sukuk is a...
Sukuk, explain.
Sukuk, yes. So Sukuk is it's a debt instrument or a bond, but put together in line with Islamic principles, Islamic finance, Sharia law. And it is meant to enable, for example, people who practice the Muslim faith to be able to actually invest. They don't have a lot of options.
Yes.
Yet they have a lot of resources.
Cash, to invest.
Correct. So we supported the two entities that were put together in Sukuk. One was Liaison Group. The other one is called CPF.
Yeah, the pension fund.
Pension fund, the county pension fund. To enable them, in collaboration with other stakeholders, to enable them now bring the Sukuk to our market.
Okay.
So that was listed last year. It was the first Sukuk.
It's actually the first one, Sharia compliant product.
On our market, yes.
On the market.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes, and it was oversubscribed.
Yeah.
It's doing quite well. The funds are being used to build houses for KDF, for soldiers. So that went well, in the sense that we were breaking the drought.
Yeah.
You know, new products
and listings.
Yes. Last year we also saw one of the REITs, the Real Estate Investment Trust, get listed in our, what we call it, the unquoted securities platform, in a different part of our NSE market. So slowly but surely we've started breaking the drought.
The drought, yeah.
Yes. This exactly this month.
Yes.
We have three listings coming to our market. So you'll be seeing them in the press.
Okay.
So I think
waiting.
We're waiting. You know, so I can confidently say the drought is over.
It's over. It's almost over. The water is coming.
It's coming.
It's flowing.
You know, and also, as I said, also done quite a lot of work to activities around publicizing the market. So people are more aware of what the NSE is about.
The opportunities of investment there.
Yes.
And making a decent return.
Correct.
In a regulated environment.
In a regulated, licensed environment.
Yeah, safe and secure.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Essentially enabling people to own a stake of the Kenyan economy. You can imagine if you own shares in equity where you are, where you used to be.
Yes.
You're owning a stake of the Kenyan economy. If you're owning a share in East Africa Breweries, a share in Safaricom,
if that's well, you get the benefit.
Well. Correct.
Dividends and appreciation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And these are companies that you know, and you use their services and products on a daily basis. Yeah.
Now, there's one thing I wanted to explain to me.
Yes.
Because, Frank, where I come from, for me to be seen to be doing well, I must own a piece of land. But what I'm hearing from you and your team is like, now, I actually don't need to own a piece of land
you know,
for me to take benefit of land and make money out of it.
Yes.
Explain the REITs, scenario.
Yes. So let's first, I agree with you that in Africa and probably more so Kenya.
Oh, it's not just a community.
It's not just a community. I think there is something about owning land that
it's sentimental.
It's sentimental. You know, I'm not sure because interestingly, when I was in the UK, no one ever thought about. There were tracts of land.
No one was interested.
No, for what? Owning a home, fine.
Yes,
but
just for
land,
your settlement.
Yes. So we have a different, I think, relationship with land. But times have changed. In our market, we have an instrument, a product called REITs, Real Estate Investment Trusts. REIT.
Yes.
Real Estate Investment Trust. What is it? What it does is it's a product that enables you to invest in property or real estate without you going to buy the piece of land.
Without owning the land
itself.
Yes.
So imagine like you have a building. Maybe it's an apartment block or it's a commercial building. Yes. And your money, my money, his money, their money, we put together and you own a share in the building. Okay, through the real estate investment trust.
Not the whole land.
Not the whole land.
Yes.
Just you have only 10,000 shillings.
Yes.
That's what you contribute.
Yes.
And then that that property is put into this structure called a real estate investment trust, and it's listed on our exchange. That means you have a share, and at any given time, if you feel like selling, you can sell. Because they are liquid, they are listed. So you can buy and sell. Like you'd buy a share in
just
Safaricom.
Like other shares.
Correct. Now, what that means is you have a stake in real estate. You don't have the headache of where will the tenant come from. It's the manager to do that. You don't have to worry about the ability to buy and sell. You remember those shares in the real estate investment trust. You can even gift them to or have them inherited by your children should you so wish. And every time you're earning an income. And of course, those shares can also go up in value. So you're getting an income because the tenants will pay their rent or lease. Then that money will be collected, accounted for, and then distributed, just like we distribute dividends to the people who own the REITs.
The units.
The units.
Yes.
Okay? So it tells you that you don't have to, every weekend go to Kajiados, you were to look for land in the middle of nowhere. You're not even a real estate professional. No. But you still want to have a stake in the real estate? No problem. Buy these units because then you can enjoy the very benefits that you'd want. Now the other thing is the real estate investment trust also can enable you to diversify.
Yes.
Because you can have maybe a real estate investment trust that has residential building, some industrial, and some agricultural, some commercial.
Yes.
So it means you have diversity. You have invested in a category that gives the exposure to different. Putting all your eggs in one basket.
That's diversification. Yes.
There is still work to do to educate the market a lot more about real estate investment trust. Some of the entities that bring these entities to these products to market will be pension funds, insurance companies, even some banks, of course also property development company like Econ.
Yes,
we brought the student housing one.
Yeah, student housing. Yes, and they are doing well.
Yes, so it's a category that is very, very, in my view, very, very enterprising.
So then we would say that the work of the stock exchange is also to innovate around, changes in lifestyle and the mindsets of the people.
Correct.
Because now it looks like we are slowly moving from owning the piece of land, which maybe I don't even develop because the cost of development is very high, yet my capital is tied there, to using that money to actually start earning without the corresponding cost of development.
This is it.
And the time it takes.
Yes.
And the headache of
yes.
Yeah.
In fact, in Kenya, we have, unlike a lot of countries in Africa, we have two types of REITs.
Yes.
We have a development REIT, so DREIT as they call them, and then we have an income REIT, IREIT. So a development REIT means the people who buy the shares, the units in the development REIT, that money is used to build,
to put up the building,
then sell. Okay? Then you get your money now, which means I put in my 100,000 shillings now
for development.
I wait for it to be developed. Once it is developed and sold, I make my money.
Then the income guys come in.
The income guys now
they pay me out. They buy me out.
Yes. Then now that income one now will just be giving you rental income, basically a dividend. Let's call it.
Can I decide to stay on if I'm on development side?
The way the law is currently, the regulations are, is the development rate has to
be
so you can either, the development rate has to have an end.
It has to be paid off.
Because you develop and then either you exit to an IREIT, an income REIT, or you can even.
But you have to exit
or you can
and come back.
Or you can sell to somebody else. Doesn't matter. But the way to stay in the development REIT, if you want to keep recycling your money, is that development REIT can bring other projects. So you finish this one, it goes, it brings another project. So instead of you taking the money out, you say recycle it, reinvest it
elsewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
The point is that since just about every Kenyan is interested in real estate.
We want to make money, Frank.
Yes, not having a piece of land that you haven't even seen where it is. You don't even know whether people are built on it.
There is double allocation.
You find the title that
triple allocation.
You know,
and
you overpaid.
Pangas, they are waiting.
and you know, it's interesting because what we are also seeing, Mary, by the way, is the younger people, the guys behind us. It looks like they are less keen
on owning the title.
On owning the title.
Yeah, true.
You know, in fact, I think there are people who, you know, maybe their parents give them the land. As soon as they have it, they sell it. They sell it.
Yeah, that's what we are seeing actually when parents sometimes pass on.
Correct.
The kids sell the land.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
And so that means that there is an opportunity for the kids to have a stake in real estate in a different format.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So we have had a lot of questions from our small and medium enterprises.
Yes.
Because a lot of them are complaining, I want to grow, but I don't have the cash to support the growth.
Yes.
And at this point, maybe I would ask you if you have any tips or any advice for the people who are growing their small businesses.
Yes.
How do they finance themselves?
Yeah. Historically, a market like ours, NSC, has been very focused on big businesses.
Yes.
You know, blue chips and multinationals. And also state-owned enterprises or parastatals that have been privatized. So we've not necessarily paid a lot of attention to how to on supporting SMEs.
Yes.
That said, that is changing now. And the reason I say that is changing, Mary, is 3 reasons. The first one is, last year, with support from the Capital Markets Authority, CMA, who are our primary regulator, they developed what I call the public offer listing disclosure requirement, POLD they're called, basically regulation.
Yes.
That helped simplify the listing process. I'll come back to it. But also that enables the market to be a bit more accessible for SMEs. Okay? So there is a regulation aspect that has been addressed. The next 2 things is how to enable SMEs to actually now come to our market to raise capital. Because our market, like ours, because it's licensed and regulated, there are guidelines or there are requirements that you have to meet. For example, and you have a board, a properly constituted board, which most SMEs don't have.
A lot of them are not structured.
Yes, like you have audited books of accounts. Problem.
Yeah, I have my balance sheet on a piece of paper.
Or a piece of paper
in my head.
Tax compliant. Quite a lot of them are not.
There's a lot of issues.
A lot of issues around tax. And of course, other aspects like, do you have a business plan, a properly put together business plan? Do you have? Is it clear on ownership? Who owns what? You know, sometimes you don't even know who owns business.
Yeah, we went for lunch somewhere over Nyamachoma and we agreed. Pesa gapi?
So no shareholder agreement. Even could be probably even controversy on who has what
who
stake,
started
who contribute. You know.
Yeah.
What that means is that there is work to do to make SMEs listing ready.
Yes.
Or IPO ready, or market ready.
Yes.
We have a program called Ibuka at NSC Ibuka. Ibuka is in the Swahili word for emerge.
Emerge, yes.
That what we do is we identify good quality SMEs and we invite them into the program. And they go through 3 phases. Phase 1 is diagnostics. figuring out, what, maybe, governance gaps. Yes.
Yes.
We do a diagnostic, a comprehensive diagnostic. Then phase 2 is remediation. Now trying to
address
those gaps.
Yes.
And typically we'll work with transactional advisors, lawyers, accountants, stockbrokers, tax experts to remediate.
Okay.
And then after that, they will either end up in potentially 3 routes. Route 1 is they can list. In each case, they are listing, which means they are offering their shares to the public, and in return they get the money to grow their business.
Yes.
Okay, so that's how they are raising capital.
Yes.
So that would be listing, ideally through an IPO. The second option is that maybe they don't want to list, but they can issue a debt instrument, like they can raise debt, a loan, a bond, a commercial paper, or other structured product for them to raise money from the public. And then option 3 could be that they're not going public and they're not issuing a public instrument, but they will do maybe a private placement. Maybe we connect them with, let's say, a private equity fund.
They get a strategic investor.
Yes, a strategic investor, or we even refer them to banks.
Okay.
Can support them.
They are now ready.
Yes. Now what we are finding, and it goes back to this Jishindo thing is it's a very real thing.
Through.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you can tell the owners of SMEs who are really going to roll up their sleeves and get on with it. And you can tell very early the ones that will get off the bus before
you get to your destination.
Yes. Yeah? And go back to doing what they always do.
They always did.
Yes.
Yeah.
The SME space really requires a lot of support.
Yes.
A lot of support. Even us as MSC, we don't have enough resources to really intervene.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of resources.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have reached out to some of the development partners, DFIs, foundations to see the sort of support they can bring to NSC Booker program, so that we can help support.
Okay.
What I think is that actually I think SMEs will be the biggest source of new listings compared to big businesses.
In how long?
I am willing to say starting this year, because in 2 weeks' time we are listing the first SME.
Wow.
So you will see in 2 weeks' time.
You know, when I did my strategic planning, I was told always get a target.
Exactly. I can see
it will happen on this date. Then we start asking you, it will happen? What's going on?
You're right.
Wow, that's quite that's
so
great.
It's happening.
So it's working.
It's working. But there's still work to do. There's really still work to do.
Let me ask you, Frank. When we listed equity, there was a requirement that a company must have at least 1,000 shareholders to list.
Yes.
So I'm just curious whether that has changed for SMEs, because they may not be that big, you know.
Yes.
Even at the onset to come to the stock, to the Securities Exchange.
Yeah. So under the public offer listing disclosure regulations, the ones I mentioned that with support from CME came through, we've reduced the requirement.
Okay.
In fact, where things are, if it's a very promising candidate, exemptions can be considered.
Okay, for that number.
Yes.
Okay.
To be as low as practical, not one.
No, a public company is 50.
Is 50.
Yes, so maybe 50.
Maybe 50.
You get your friends and family.
Correct.
And other business people.
Yes.
Yeah.
From our view, though, is that you want public listed companies to be widely owned.
Really public.
Really public.
Yes.
It enables that democratization of access. It also brings accountability, because you have shareholders who you need to be accountable to. It drives better governance. I think if it's a public listed company, it's good that it is truly.
It should be truly
a public listed company.
Public.
Yes.
Baba, you can also look at it in terms of giving a time frame.
Yes,
say,
to comply.
Start with this number.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
But we must see.
Correct.
And actually, when
Correct.
you list the numbers, just come.
Yes, absolutely. Because
the shares are available.
Correct,
to everybody.
exactly. This is it.
Yeah.
I have to commend the CME, because CME, really, you can tell as the primary regulator, they are very keen to really be flexible and work with the market
And
to make the market
some of
grow.
those obstacles.
Yes,
Okay.
because the reasoning behind how the market was put together those days is given the history of the exchange.
Yes.
Listing multinationals, blue chips.
They were big companies.
Big companies.
Yes.
So the rules made sense then.
Yes.
Now, as we transition to the next phase of growth, it's right that we relook at the rules and do amendments that speak to what the market requires.
What the market requires, the requirements on the ground now.
Yeah.
Well, that's very commendable.
Yeah,
and we are hoping that then we'll get more and more businesses taking advantage of that program coming through and following through on that program.
Yes.
And then hopefully getting the financings in any of the ways that are possible there.
And by the way, Mary, by the way, we don't have a problem with availability of investors or funding. There are many, local, foreign, there are many. But it is right that because we are a regulated licensed market and people need to have confidence in the market, it's right that we filter the entities that want to list, so that we have the ones that really meets the requirements. Because that's how you promote investor confidence.
Because when I put in my money, I want to be sure that I'll get it
credible back. It's a credible.
I will not come put it in and then the next day
it's a scam or something.
The company is no longer there.
Yes, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, it will not be good for the market.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. Now, you are a board member of the Central Depository and Settlement Corporation, the CDSC.
Yes.
And at this point, you are representing the NSC, who is a member.
Yes.
Could you just explain what the CDSC does and how you as the exchange, you interface with the CDSC?
Yes.
And how that is important for the investors.
Yes. So yes, I sit on the board of CDSC, representing NSC. The other board member is our chairman, Kiprono Kitoni. So two of us sit on the board there representing NSC. We own just slightly above 40% of CDSC as NSC. Now, CDSC is a very important stakeholder in the capital markets ecosystem, especially with regard to trading of listed shares, listed equities on our market. The role of CDSC is to, there are different roles, but let me mention at least the three that are very key. And the first one is that the golden record, the entity that holds the golden records of who owns what that is traded on the NSC, that register sits at the CDSC. Yes, of course, NSC has a copy, but the true source
is CDSC.
So at any given time, if you want to say who owns what share, that record of the listed entities, that record is CDSE. Daily. At any point in time.
Actually, real time.
Real time, because CDSE and our systems are connected.
You are already integrated.
Live. Yes.
Wow. So as trades happen, Mary has sold to Frank.
Yes.
Now Frank is the owner. Frank has
it sits at CDSE. So it's a very important institution.
Amazing.
Okay. It also helps coordinate the what's called settlement. Settlement means you sold your shares to me. So two things must happen. You need to give me the shares needs to be moved to me, and I need to give you
the money.
The money.
Yes.
Okay? Delivery versus payment.
Yes, I'm selling because I need the cash.
You need the cash.
Yes.
so the records on that movement, there are other players, of course. NSCs, they are the stockbrokers.
Yes,
we use the
intermediaries.
system, etc. But yes, both the record and the depository of all that is sitting at CDSE. The other thing that I think is quite important for that role that CDSE plays, of course, is also educating the market, which is a key point about whether your account is dormant, for example.
Yes.
If there are any disputes, how to resolve them.
Yes.
And also how to access your shares. For example, they are in Kenya. We've had a huge push for what's called dematerialization. So holding your shares in electronic form. But there's still legacy where the share is...
It's still physical.
It's a physical. It's a paper. Your dad in your village has a certificate. Because that is how things were done.
Yeah, Frank, I don't know whether it happened in your place, but in our village, we used to frame the share certificate and put it on the wall like this one.
Yes.
I own 100 shares of this entity or whatever. Yeah, and I was proud of it.
Yes.
And now you are telling me I don't even need that certificate. How will I know? It's like a title.
You see, first of all, part of the reason not everything is electronic is because of that. People have sentimental attachment to the physical certificate.
Yes.
Part of it also is education that actually
they are not aware.
They are not aware.
And they don't sell.
They don't sell. They hold it and take the dividends in happy days.
Yes.
In Kenya, I think we are way ahead of a lot of countries in Africa because even people have trust in M-Pesa, for example, which means you are comfortable that your money
is not physical. Yes.
If you look at the generation behind us, they really... I don't think they are keen on paper. They want electronic.
Yes.
It is actually easier to trade electronics because imagine if it's in physical form and you want to sell, you would have to come
deliver it to the broker, then the broker delivers,
certifies it, what.
It used to be very cumbersome before.
Yes, correct. Yes. So we are pushing that, and CDSEs and ourselves, we are leading the charge in terms of getting the market to be aware about immobilization, so that then things can be 100% electronic. We're not there. We're not there yet.
Yeah, that's good.
Beyond that, of course, CDSE also works with us as NSC quite closely to really grow the market. So we hold events together. We go for roadshows together.
You have joint programs.
Yes, because the market needs to know that there is an entity that is well run. That supports trading, and there's an entity that's well run that supports depository and settlement.
My shares are secure.
Correct, exactly. They go hand in hand. So yes, that's the position.
Yeah, in the same vein, I think we had a few unfortunate cases in the past, of course, before your tenure, when some intermediaries got into trouble.
Yes.
Brokers collapsed and people lost shares and money.
Yes.
Maybe what I would like to ask you to do is to tell us what steps have been taken now, either by yourselves or the Capital Markets Authority, just to secure the market and the investor interest since then, based on the learnings.
Yes, based on the learnings from that. So at the root cause of a lot of these issues is governance. Governance and compliance. So from the incidents in the past, where you've either had, as you say, collapses of, let's say, some of the stock brokerage firms, or in fact outright fraud. Now what we're doing with CMA, with CDSE, and with ourselves, we are doing more inspections, because we are, as NSE, we have what's called SROs, self-regulatory operations. So we go inspect these entities and mark them, essentially inspect them against a certain criteria.
Yes.
For example, their structure, their governance setup, financial position, separation of client funds, and
so accountability of funds.
Exactly. And also tracking the remediation of any gaps that may
be there.
Yes. CME also does inspections.
Yes, and of course, I remember going through some of them, even as a listed entity.
Correct. And CDSE also looks at what are called CDS, Central...
the custodians.
The custodians.
Yes.
And what we track, primarily what we track is either you are okay, or if you have issues, that you continue to remediate them. We also have, within NSE, we do market surveillance. So we have systems that look at different transactions as they happen, and if we see any suspicious signals, then we take action.
Okay, so it's more proactive now.
It's more proactive, so that we don't allow for things to go. As they say, prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
So one of the key things, of course, is that for you to get the license to become a stockbroker, then CMA will also do its own checks first before you get the license, including things like fit and proper, etc.
Now, fit and proper, explain. So fit and proper is on who?
So if you're going to, there are positions in regulate licensed entities that need to meet certain criteria for fit and proper. For example, let me start with me. As a CEO of an exchange, I have to go through fit and proper. So DCI do, who is Frank?
What have they done?
What is in their background? What are their qualifications?
Where did they work before?
Yes. Do they have criminal records? All these things.
Yes.
So they do that. They also do that for if you're starting a stock brokerage business, for example. Yes, the founders and the top officials, who's the CEO, who's the CFO, who's the head of internal audit, who's there. They do that.
Okay.
So that means that ideally you are preventing, let's call them bad actors, from coming into the market. Okay, who have a history that is patchy. That's number one. Number two is there are compliance requirements, ongoing compliance requirements that these entities have to comply with, and then there are other aspects, like for example, wrong marketing. See, if I come with a product that I should only sell to, let's say, institutional investors, or I should only sell to sophisticated investors,
yes,
I'm not allowed to go sell it to maybe my mom,
an unsophisticated investor like me.
Yes, because then essentially
I can't assess the risk.
You can't assess the risk, and therefore you might make the wrong decision. You can't also put out claims that are not right. Like this is a sure bet.
Oh, we'll multiply your money by 10.
Multiply your money by 100, by 10. We know you can't, because that's not how. That's wrong. It's misleading.
Yes.
So CMA also watches out for these sort of things. So to make sure that we are running a market with integrity, and we inform the various stakeholders on what's expected, so that we maintain that. Remember, we are under huge competition from foreign exchanges. We are under huge competition from other actors, even betting companies.
Yes.
So we need the confidence is anchored around we are regulated, we are licensed. We are offering products that have been reviewed and approved we do continuous monitoring of listed entities and what they are doing.
Yes.
And the players that are providing the
intermediaries
services,
around
the intermediaries, the brokers, the investment bank, financial advisors are also licensed and regulated and inspected on a regular basis. Yes. So that brings the credibility to the exchange.
If I'm regulated, but I'm human,
yes,
I make a mistake.
Yes.
How do you deal with me as an intermediary? Or if my customer
yes.
complains?
Okay. So the
even investor rather complains.
Yes. The first point of call for let's say an investor that has invested in NSE is actually the broker.
Okay.
So the brokers are required to have a complete handling policy and procedure
of all the complaints.
Yes.
Against them.
Yes. That's one of the things that we look at when we come to
the complaints register.
The complaints register, how you're handling it, etc., and the reports that need to go to CMA, etc. But essentially, we also get complaints directly because maybe the investors, for whatever reason, also want to escalate.
Or they don't trust the broker.
Or they don't, potentially.
Yeah.
In each case, they might copy us, they might copy CMA. If it's on the debt side, they will copy CBK. Many they can copy as many as
most of the time they copy everyone.
They copy everyone. So some of them are genuine complaints. Some of them is probably about investor education and communication.
Like I invested now, the shares
have come down, so you're complaining. Saying, actually, that's how the market works.
Nothing wrong has been done.
Yes, there's nothing wrong. It's just
the market has moved.
Yeah, but that tells you there's an investor education
issue.
Okay, and some of them are complaints that when you look at them, they are real complaints, but they require a different type of solution that's not at the broker or NSE level. Maybe it's us relooking at a regulation.
Okay.
So we the point is that there is a way, just like for banks, for example, insurance, there's a way for various stakeholders in the capital markets to handle complaints, and of course there is discipline around it. Now, from time to time, of course, you'll find maybe some balls have dropped or something like this.
True.
But it's not to say that it's a cowboy industry.
Okay, now Frank, you are also a member of the Global Council of the World Chambers Federation.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us exactly what happens there?
Yeah. So it's called the World Federation of Exchanges. So the World Federation of Exchanges is it's a platform. It's a platform. Basically, it's an association of exchanges around the world. And as you can imagine, the idea is to champion industry matters that are relevant to exchanges. Okay, so it's an entity that does different things. It has learning and training. It holds various events. It also helps agitate for different types of policies or regulations that enable the industry to work better.
Yes.
NSE is a full member of the World Federation of Exchanges, WFE, and through that we get quite a lot of support around knowledge transfer, also understanding new products, capacity building. So it's really it's a platform.
Trends.
Correct. Trends
all over.
Yes. That then we can look to introduce in our market. It's also a good platform for interacting with other exchanges from around the world.
Okay.
And learn from them. So, for example, last year we were in Malaysia, hearing from the New York Stock Exchange what they're doing, hearing from the Tokyo Stock Exchange what they're doing, Singapore, Saudi, these sort of entities. And interestingly, quite a lot of them are issues that are very pertinent to us. Case in point, improving liquidity. Okay, having more listings.
Yes.
Okay,
same issues.
Yes, technology. Yeah. So you can actually at least you feel a bit comforted that actually we you're dealing with the same issues.
Yeah.
Obviously the capacities are different, but we learn a lot from that.
Yes.
It also helps us to actually let the world know about our exchange. You don't want to be in an environment where people are surprised there's an exchange in Kenya.
Yes.
Oh, you have a stock exchange. What do you mean? We have the oldest, one of the oldest enough. So it's a platform for them for us to also bring visibility to our market.
Yes.
So when we sit on panels, on forums, or we are speakers, then you're actually speaking to the world's capital market stakeholders. This is very powerful because then they are aware of it. Now, not many exchanges in Kenya, in Africa, are members of WFE. Okay?
Or it's not mandatory?
It's not mandatory.
Okay.
You have to choose.
Yeah.
And depending on how there's one thing to say, I'm going to be a member.
Yes.
It's another thing to be an active member and derive value from it.
Yes.
So we are very intentional about getting that value. It's not. It's also not cheap. So we need to get value for money.
Yes.
It's interesting because in the sessions that we've had so far, they are very. You can see these scientists are very keen to know more about our continent.
Yes.
So it's a platform I think that will continue to be relevant for us.
Okay. So the value you're driving it's enormous.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's the World Federation of Exchanges. I also sit on what's called the DERA Governing Council. So that's it's a global council that's focused on bringing new technology solutions to capital markets.
Okay.
For example, blockchain.
Okay.
AI, which we're talking about,
yes.
distributed ledger technology, etc. That is also a very important component to bring to our market. You by sitting on this council, you get visibility also on some of the other lead cutting edge technologies and solutions that other exchanges are looking at. Yes. And then you start saying, how do I shape the development or the implementation of the same in our market? So now there are other platforms I sit on, but these two are very particularly key.
They are pivotal.
Yes.
To the development of our exchange. And of course the African exchange.
Yes, correct, exactly. Yes.
Now that you talked about AI, I know this is a significant part of your strategy, the one you just rolled out.
Yes.
So how do you see yourselves and of course those in the ecosystem using AI, blockchain and other mobile platforms?
Yes.
Because mobile has also become quite popular now. And people have gained confidence. How would you use that to revitalize the market and create efficiency?
Yes.
Maybe just a few thoughts based on your vision for the exchange.
Yes. So as part of our new strategy, there are three strategic pillars in our strategy. The first one is to revitalize markets. The second one is to harness technology. And the third one is to optimize organization effectiveness. So essentially, inward looking, how do we improve our operations as NSE?
Yes.
So for AI, the way we see it, the use cases we see, and I'm sure there will be more as we go along. It starts with the simplest one, which is how can you harness AI to drive investor education and financial literacy around our products? How can you use AI to educate the market on how you can list your company at the NSE? So we think, because currently most people are using AI as a learning tool. So similarly, we want to harness it to drive investor education, financial literacy, and an understanding of our market. So it's a tool for learning and training. That's the first one. The second one is we think we can harness AI to do more research on products that we can bring to our market. Okay, if you can imagine that, because I'll give you a good example. One of our fastest growing products at NSE is data. We sell data. Data, trading data. It's a very valuable very, very valuable.
Like the platform I used to check what's happening
yes,
every day.
Yes, that data is bought.
Yes, I pay a subscription fee.
There you go. There you go. So
there is a system which is me on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there are some exchanges where the data business is bigger than the trading.
Wow.
Yes, because when you have data, you can make decisions that can make you money.
Yeah.
So it's a very important.
Like I realize on the screen, I can see, today the demand is on this.
Yes,
who is going up, who is going down.
Yes,
you know?
Then you can use that to make decisions.
And the volumes being traded on real time.
Yes, real time.
Yeah.
So now if we take data and we overlay that with analytics and an AI enabled tool,
yes,
then potentially we can come up with other products that we can sell. So AI for us is real. It's real in the sense that it's one other tool in the toolbox that we can use to come up with new products and all that. Yes. The third use case that we are looking at is around processes, or rather internal process improvement.
Yes.
So are there things that instead of somebody doing it manually or doing it themselves, we can use an AI agent, for example, maybe to do reconciliations, to do postings, to do even sending out communication.
The repetitive tasks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for us, I think there is no question that AI is relevant. Now, you earlier we were talking about the World Federation of Exchanges. One of the topics that was being discussed in Malaysia last year was what does AI mean for our markets, and what they even showcased some case studies on how other exchanges have harnessed AI for this sort of things. I think it will get to a point also where you should not trade manually.
Yes.
You create an AI agent that can trade for you. You just put the money in the...
What? A robot or what?
Yes.
Oh.
So that you don't, you see, you don't, as human beings, we don't have capacity to ingest all that information, analyze it and decide, should we buy, should we sell, should we what? Now you take an AI and I give you a platform to subscribe to the AI agent that will trade on your behalf. Okay? Would you not subscribe?
No.
For the young people, I can tell you very well. Because reading the newspaper, what?
And if it makes a mistake, who will mistake? And it's my
you can put stopgap measures. There will be stopgap measures. Actually, interestingly, remember I mentioned to you when I was at UBS, there used to be 4 floors of traders.
Yes.
And then we did a few years to collapse it to one.
Yes.
Most trading in the world is not done by human beings. It's electronic trading. Algorithms are trading between themselves.
Yes.
That's the way the world is going. And in some markets, it's so developed that a human being cannot make money because the algorithm is trading in and out in nanoseconds.
Yes.
For you to make a decision, by the time you are making a decision, the market has moved.
It's moved to something else.
Correct. So you may not say, for now you might say, I'm not going to subscribe to it. I will not let an AI trade for me.
Yes.
But what you will see is other people are using it and it's making
money for them.
Money for them.
Yeah, and it's efficient.
It's efficient.
Yeah.
And you can have safety measures.
Split-second decisions.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No, it's very exciting times anyway.
Yes.
Now, me, I'm the private investigator for my audience.
Yes.
So I always want to ask these questions to my guests. Your success framework.
Okay.
What are the top 3 principles or habits that have really assisted you to become the successful leader that you are today? Just give us 3 secrets, sort of. We will not tell anyone.
they are not secret because I think they are well known. But the 3 that I would point to, I think the first one is you need to listen.
Yes.
You need to be a good listener. Just listen. Listen to understand. Listen to empathize. Listen to hear you know. And I think it's a skill that one has to own every continuously.
Develop.
Yeah, listen. And I think in my view, good leaders are good listeners.
Yes.
So I think listening is key. I think the second thing is embracing complexity, which I was mentioning earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. Leadership is tough.
It is.
It is tough.
Every single day.
Yes.
Tough.
It's tough.
Yes.
It's stressful.
Yes.
It's heavy lifting. I think if you don't embrace complexity, if you're not prepared to embrace complexity and understand that this is what leaders are supposed to actually take tough decisions, to really make decisions sometimes without all the information that you see. So for me, I think I embrace complexity.
Yes.
And I feel that good leaders are open to complexity and they embrace it.
But they also prepare.
They prepare
and get people to support them.
Correct.
To deal with that.
Yes, which brings me to
break it down.
Yes, which brings me to that point which you've touched on, which is about the ability to put together a winning team
to support you.
Yes. As much as leadership is a lonely business, it's a lonely responsibility. You will not succeed if you're not able to put together a good team that can help you drive either the change or the ambitions that you have. So if I reflect back on my life so far and my professional career in particular, including the stints running business, a lot of the success is down to a good team.
Yes.
A good team.
Yes.
And I think that applies to just about everything, whether it is business, whether it is corporate life, politics, you know, a good team. Now, it's taken me a long while to realize choosing a team and actually making it a good team are two different things. You know, one sometimes assume that guy is performing very well in that place.
He's the best in that area.
I'm going to poach him. But they come and misfire. They just don't perform. So I think there is picking a good team and then supporting it
to make fit for purpose.
Yes. And I think good leaders know how to pick one, enable it to thrive, communicate very well, take feedback, give feedback, act on it. So I would say those are the top three. But I also would want to say that it's not all about work. There's a lot, many other very important things also that one needs to keep an eye on. So, for example, if I have a family, if they are not okay, I really can't be a good leader at work. True. I feel like I would probably be more stressed. So it's good to have a good balance. And I think the more well-rounded one is, family, business, social life, the better.
So it has to be very holistic.
Yes,
you look at leadership in a very holistic way.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, when I started my career, I used to take a lot of pride in being a workaholic. I think probably, I would say 15 years ago, you
changed the perspective.
Yes. So then you strike a good balance.
Okay, that's amazing. You started reading when you were very young.
Yes.
When you really wanted to become an astronaut. But I'm sure you've moved from there now. So what are you reading now?
So I read different books at the same time. I don't read fiction. The last time I read fiction was in Form 2.
John Grisham.
The John Grishams. No. Those days they used to be James Stanley Chase and
things like those. Chase. I think I read
Robert
the whole thing.
Yes.
You don't read that?
Yes. I for some reason in Form 2 done. I can't bring myself to read fiction. I don't know why. So I read. I like reading biographies. I like reading history. I like reading science books.
Oh.
I will read financial books.
Really?
Yes.
Strategy books?
Strategy books. I love reading nonsense, but typically I will read several books at the same time, depending on what I'm feeling like reading.
Yes, what you're dealing with also.
Yes. Up until, I would say, maybe 2010, my preference was always to read physical books. But now I've struck a good balance between physical books and
audiobooks
and watch on the phone. The one of the books I'm rereading.
Oh, how many times now?
This would be the third time.
The third time?
Yes.
Which one is this?
Well, I think you know it. 48 Laws of Power.
Okay.
I'm rereading it, and interestingly, every time I read it, I'm like, oh wait, I hadn't understood that properly, or why didn't I remember this when I was when I was in that challenge or that position?
You actually reading it and seeing a point from a very different perspective.
Correct. Yes, that when I had that challenge, this is what I should have
looked at this one.
Yeah, okay, now I need to. So it means I didn't understand this. Let me reread it again. Interestingly, also my let me call it my relationship with, I won't call it power, I'll call it authority and responsibility, has also changed over time. To be careful what you do with the responsibility you have,
and the power that has been given to you.
That has been given to you, and to understand that you can affect people's lives positively and negatively.
Or negatively.
Okay. Yeah. And that there are consequences for making decisions or not even making decisions. Either way. And that the truth is, every human organization, including family, is a political outfit.
Yes.
So corporate politics, for example, are real. Yes. They are real. The key is to navigate that in a way that is transformational and positive for the organization. So the book, I'm reading the book to get better at how do you, the authority has been delegated to you. How do you make sure you steward that in a good way?
For the good of the organization.
For the good of, yes. Yeah. The other book I'm reading is the book on Homo sapiens, which I think some of these topics excite me because I think as a planet and as a people, we are going through serious transformation that I think in any event is accelerating. The world is more complex, more vulnerable, more volatile, ambiguous.
Everything is changing.
Exactly.
Every day.
Yes. So sometimes it becomes difficult to visualize where we are headed. Where you know, going. Yes. Yeah. Look at the change in technology, for example.
Mind-boggling.
Yes. Climate change.
Yes.
And other things. So I was saying I read different books at the same time, but I also read outside of books. I also read other materials or things like the economies, of course, some of the newspapers,
the
journals and all that, to keep myself
abreast.
I watch a lot of documentaries. I like documentaries. I don't watch a lot of movies because I don't know why.
You're not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I also don't have the patience for series. You know, series.
The ones that you have to watch same time tomorrow.
No,
no.
I for some reason it's not something that
you can follow up.
I think it's about probably it's patience, but get on with it.
What happened next? Tell us now. Why are you telling us to wait until tomorrow?
You know, and they weave it. I like astronomy, so I still have my telescope. I got it all out in the UK in 2007. So in fact in Kenya, you know, Kenya there is a Kenya Space Society. I don't know whether you're aware. There's a Kenya Space, but there's also an amateur astronomer society.
In Kenya?
Yes.
Oh, you are a member?
Yes, I am.
Oh, founder member, I'm sure.
Not founder member, but I am a member.
Okay.
There are events. I'm trying to get my kids to like it. I'm fascinated by space generally.
Yes.
The moon, stars, all this stuff. And I also think that there's a lot of self-reflection that comes from observing. When you look at, for example, Jupiter through the telescope, or Saturn, or
any other planet,
you feel with wonder.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think it helps, at least in my view, I think it helps you realize, first of all, how small and insignificant, how small and insignificant we are. Truly.
In the bigger scheme of things.
Yes.
No, let me tell you something, now that you say that. One of my biggest lessons that I got from Sunny Bidra, who also happens to be my role model in a way.
Yeah.
I did the Fast Forward program.
Okay.
And when we stepped into that class, and it was a class of CEOs like you, plus now me, I'm like somewhere there, I've been allowed to attend. And he tells us, you are a speck in the greater scheme of things.
Yes.
A speck within a speck.
Yeah.